Alice 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning. It is hump day. We're all very excited because it's Bridge the Gap Day.
If I say anything, it's not as smooth as it just went, but I feel like we should acknowledge that something just went smoothly.
Something just went smoothly.
We tested a mic while you didn't even know.
You didn't even know. See? We didn't even have to tell you.
And now
But you
we
did.
know. I know. Well, that's what I said that. As it came out of my mouth, I know
Yeah.
But it's fixed and we're working.
It
and
was
that's
remarkable, actually. We all looked at each other with joy in our eyes.
Yes.
Oh, it works. Oh, it's wonderful.
Good. So you and Village and John left here yesterday, and you even saw as I was leaving in my car, I was like, oh, there's the crew.
Mm.
You're going to lunch.
Yeah.
Did you guys go eat lunch?
We did. We actually found this little... Yeah, we found that, John always wants to look at the ratings on stuff, what the reviews are and everything. So we're just going to go find a little
Him and
lunch place.
Riley with the
Oh, my
Yelp.
God. It's unbelievable. So, and actually, if you just go on Google Maps, it'll give you whatever the
ranking
I
is.
guess it's the Yelp ranking. So we found this little hole in the wall over on Stockton. Tiny little place, but we walked in and it smelled great and there was a line and it was, clearly people were into it.
Sandwiches?
I got a hot pastrami. Delicious. On Dutch Crunch. John got a
Pastrami's-
turkey and cranberry.
Oh, that sounds good.
That it looked amazing.
Pastrami's always like that.
Delicious. Yeah.
No,
I agree.
it's that thing that I go, I haven't had a pastrami in ages. That sounds good.
Mm.
And then 2 bites in, I'm like, man, I could not have a pastrami for a really long time.
Oh, yesterday was steak and cheese day, I think.
Cheesesteak day.
Cheesesteak day. So
Steak
I was,
and cheese.
and we always called it steak and cheese.
You did?
Yeah, I never called it cheesesteak until I moved to Philly.
Never heard that before
Steak
in my
and
life.
cheese.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm looking for a cheesesteak and I'm reading their menu and it was something like chicken fried cow. Like they literally put that and I was like, I call it a steak. Please don't call it a cow, It was like sliced yummy cow or, something just
Sliced moo cow.
Yeah, something very
Baby cow.
off-putting. I went, I'm going to go pastrami.
Yeah.
I'll take
I
that
ca-
kind of cow.
I can't
guess.
take the graphic either, but
It was
plenty of
everywhere. It was
people,
like
I'm sure, find it charming.
sweet,
or
tasty
something.
cow or something. I'm like, no thanks. And then Village got he
Village.
got the smoked salmon sandwich, which was very much like a lox and bagels, like when you get a bagel cream
I'm going to
cheese
try
and-
that the next chance I get.
Oh,
I've never had lox and bagels.
I don't know if you'll be down because even though it's smoked, like the lox they're sort of flimsy and
Lox
feel like
is salmon, right?
It is salmon.
Okay.
But there's there's different ways. Like sometimes you can get kind of a flaky smoked salmon, which is the kind I prefer. Those lox are always, to me, they're like a little bit tonguey, a little bit slimy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Don't dissuade Vin.
I haven't even gone there
excellent.
yet. It's tonguey.
Yeah, you got a little capers on there. and
I do like
little,
the
little
capers.
cucumber.
I'll do it.
Mm.
I'll do it, and then I'll know.
Yeah.
You'll
I've
like
avoided it for 50-something years, though. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous, right?
I feel like lox and bagels is a staple.
I've seen the spread and then just walked right by it, like
And you
fish.
should go for it.
laid out on a countertop.
Dig in.
Doesn't feel right.
Yeah. Well, it's fine, and if that's what's served, I'll have it. But I prefer there's like I don't know. There's a different way of doing it that we always buy it at like Safeway or Whole Foods or someplace, and it's almost like a shrink wrapped full chunk. It's not the slices. You know what I'm talking about? It is smoked salmon.
I know what you mean.
But I'm not sure what the difference is. But it isn't just the flat pink locks, which are like stretchy.
Ah,
I don't like that. Anyway,
Gonna ruin it for all of us.
yesterday, I had already gone to bed, but our girl, Bob, texted me asking if I know any seamstresses. She wants to do this thing to her dress. So she's about to get married. When is it? September?
September.
Is it Wisconsin?
Michigan.
No,
Oh, in Michigan.
Northern
okay.
Michigan.
Oh, right. Why do I think Wisconsin?
I don't know.
There is no Wisconsin.
No.
Okay. Michigan it is. So she's got this dress. She already has the dress.
This is the dress you've got it at home already.
Yes, I bought it on consignment with my mom when I was home for Christmas in Philly.
So you get the
Susan,
dress.
if you're listening, stop listening. And
Okay.
frankly, anyone who's might be coming, don't listen.
So it's pretty typical to get your dress altered and fitted to you, even if you buy it off the rack.
I would
whatever.
think it's mandatory.
Pretty much. I mean, I think it's pretty rare that you would step into a dress and be
And
like,
it's a perfect
it's perfect.
fit. But you would usually, I would imagine, around the hips and the chest, and you
Yes.
need that
Whatever
like
you might
tucked
need, right.
or let out or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then often there's a bustle that's been kind of installed so the train can be pinned up on the back of your butt.
What's a bustle?
They take the train and bustle it up and pin it. It's like buttons or
Yeah,
something
they
that
had
kind of
some
hold it in
buttons.
place.
Okay.
Here is Bob's idea. I've never heard of this, and maybe it's very common.
Oh my gosh, I hope it's common.
It doesn't matter if it's common or not. It's
I
a
need
great
to find
idea.
someone to do it.
I'm sure they can do
Oh,
it.
there's people who will go, I
can do this.
can make that happen.
So she wants to make the sleeves removable so that later when she's at her party, the reception afterward, and she's dancing, and it's basically summertime in northern Michigan, which I assume is going to be hot and sticky. She'll be able to peel those right off of the dress. Unbutton them
Are they lace?
They have texture to them.
So they're like a satin then?
No.
Okay. Like a brocade where it's sort of the piece and it's sewn, or is it more like see-through lacy?
It's more like see-through lacy.
Are they
yes.
tight?
No,
sleeves?
they're big.
Okay, so big sleeves, and you just want them to separate that seam, install some little looped-on buttons so that when you're wearing it at the altar, you're fully...
Or a zipper?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Maybe. But
Zoop.
yes. Something so that they look totally attached, which they currently are, and then I can take them off and throw my arms around.
Yeah.
Are you going to do like a big reveal? Like
No.
you're married, man and wife, and then you rip off your sleeves and...
Man and
You should-
wife. Definitely not that, but
You should pull... You should have Velcro on the sides, and then pull it off and have like a sequin blue jumpsuit underneath.
now that's an idea.
I have a question.
Yes, Vinny.
Is it against tradition? I don't know what people do. Is it against tradition to just change?
No, that's a very common thing people do, but I don't want to do that.
You want to hang in the dress and
Yeah.
party in
Yeah.
the dress.
I've seen people change into sort of a secondary,
That's what I do. I
smaller
just
dress.
change. Like, I'm not walking around in this thing.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't party
especially
in this.
dancing and right. I mean, things get a little sloshy, a little red wine. But she's having trouble, so she's like, "Do you know anybody who will do this?" Because she's waited till it's not really the last minute, but it is
Longer than I should have waited.
longer than she probably should have. She needs someone to do the alteration. So we thought, if somebody out there is an expert seamstress,
Oh, you
could
don't
look
know
into them.
anyone. I'm
I don't.
surprised because you're good at that stuff yourself.
Yeah, my mom was like, ask Sarah.
I am
She'll know
not
someone.
good at clothing alterations. I don't know. I sew boxes. I sew squares. I don't know how to make clothes at all. I
You
just
know what
don't.
you just reminded me of?
What's that?
Almost never do I find myself watching Friends, but I found myself watching Friends like yesterday.
Just it was on?
It was on. Yeah, it was with the old repeats. And it's the one where Chandler goes to Joey's tailor
Oh,
and comes walking in to the apartment afterward and goes, "Yo, Paisan, I need to talk to you over here." And he starts asking him about the rapey tailor,
handling,
the
right.
handling, and Joey describes how it's done, and him and Ross are looking at him like,
in prison?
"Well, yeah, what don't you get about this? That is not the way it's done." It was anyway.
I can't believe you took a conversation about my.
I'm sorry, it was
Wedding
funny.
dress.
It totally
Turned
reminded
to
me
into
of
that.
a wiener talk.
I can't believe you just did that.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, if anyone knows any amazing San Francisco Bay Area seamstresses who might be able to help me, who aren't already full
Yeah.
for this season,
Yeah.
help me, please.
Yeah, you're not asking for free. You're asking
No,
for,
no, no,
you
no.
just need to find somebody.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a challenge to find someone to do it. That, like, I actually feel like maybe someone will be interested in that. How could I take the sleeves off and finish the edges, but make it look like it's still?
Oh, it sounds to me like,
sounds easy. Maybe you should do it.
I can't do it. I know a place where you can get your denim hemmed.
Oh, America's Napkin?
Yeah.
Maybe you should have gotten a denim wedding dress.
Dang it.
Then I would have tried it, because at least I could have been like, well, that's going to the garbage.
Maybe for the Tennessee ceremony, but not the Northern Michigan one.
There must be a million people here that do this. Like those people that work at Levi's, I'm sure could do this. They just work at Levi's.
Yeah. There'll be somebody. So our text number is 800-400-3697.
Don't call, because Maddie was mad at me yesterday when we got all those calls.
No, I wasn't mad at you.
He was like, don't
I was
do
just
that
like, I
again.
looked over and I'm like,
It was so funny.
Well, we didn't really have a topic. That was the thing. I actually loved when everybody called in. I was like, this is so fun. But then he keeps going, okay, line 2, line 3. I'm like, but no one is saying anything. It was fun, though. And I was laughing. But we want you to, as you might text us, you could think to yourself, I'll call them instead. Put my 2 cents in there.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I got a lovely email this morning from a listener named Odie in Livermore.
Odie.
it's our new email.
Oh, on Sarah and Vinnie at Odyssey.com?
Yes, it works.
Oh.
And Odie says, Odie's going through a lot, so we're sending her our best wishes. And Odie and their son, Nico, listen to our show to help them relax at night and fall asleep. So good night, Nico.
Oh.
And hey, Miles, the brother, just so no one feels left out.
I love both of those names.
Yeah.
Nico and Miles?
I love all 3 of the names.
Odie is good, too.
Nico's solid, and Miles is, I love it.
Yeah, Miles is a good name.
Good night, kids, if you're
going to bed now.
if you're listening to
night.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Good night.
Fun.
That's cool.
That's nice. And good to hear that the Sarah and Vinnie at Odyssey.com, Odyssey, email works. That one's easy. That's an easy one to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We do have another email. It's
Oh, boy.
badadvice973@gmail.com.
Is that today?
No, it is not.
Ah.
Today is Bridge the Gap. So Scott Budman's coming in. Sam Lubman is coming back. Sam played early days when we first started playing this game. He did a 3-question round and he did win, but we weren't doing the 3-week champion thing anymore. So we're going to have him
The
back
last
on.
bad advice was fun and good, but I felt like it was missing your opinion. And I'm kind of bummed that you weren't there for it, because it was one of those where the lady asked about something that men do by themselves, and
Yes.
I thought,
I do have opinions on that.
People still worry about that?
What was Mason's take on porn?
I don't think she
I
had
think
one.
she was pro.
She was fine with it.
Yeah, I think she laid up on that one a little bit. It did feel like, oh, geez, we're going to that place right now. It was a little the old Secret Show
Talked
was-
about it all the time. Right?
Again, way more. But on the air, especially now, you get that.
Things
like,
are very delicate.
oh, yikes.
People get canceled.
Uh-oh.
Are we in trouble for that? I'm not sure.
You don't think people should still be jealous about that, right?
I personally don't. I do feel like there are people who are obsessed with it and are trying to like reenact it and or not interested in sex
real-
with their
real
wife
life?
because they're
Right.
busy with whoever they're paying on OnlyFans. I don't want to cheat on my OnlyFans girlfriend.
Well, I didn't say this at the time, but I felt like, that is keeping you from having to do more. You should be grateful that he's willing
I
to
am grateful for porn.
enjoy himself,
Yeah.
because otherwise you're going to be asked to, help him out.
Yeah. Once in a while, John and I will watch porn together. And that's actually, I like that.
Still?
Because once in a while. Put some porn on. Like, oh, all right, I'll do it. It does get you, there it is. And you're like, oh, okay.
Right. Anyway.
Now I'm actually in the mood. Now I'm actually hot.
What is our bad advice 973@gmail.com?
Right. So whatever your problem might be, it doesn't have to be about sex. It can be about literally anything, whatever. No problem too big, no problem too small. And on Friday, we'll solve it. Lisa Smoot from San Francisco Bay Coffee, which thank you guys at San Francisco Bay Coffee for sponsoring the show. I think it makes perfect sense for a morning show to have a coffee sponsor.
It's a great partnership.
And it's delicious. Like, It wouldn't have been good if, we sipped the coffee and went, that's very bitter and we don't like it. We're like, we're happy to sing its praises.
So get some in you.
Yeah, San Francisco Bay Coffee. All right, KLC HD1, San Francisco, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's Morning Show. Back in a second with Savannah Guthrie, Yellowstone spinoffs, and more. It's Alice. That is such a good song. I really find that I am loving Olivia Dean.
I just added her to my playlist.
Yeah, just fun.
Yeah, she's so good.
It's Alice 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's Morning Show. Getting all jacked up on San Francisco Bay Coffee. We also are really excited about our Pick Your Day single day passes to Outside Lands. We're doing this all week at 9, 12, noon, and 5. We'll give you code words. You take them to radioalice.com, and then you pick which day you want to attend. August 7th through the 9th in Golden Gate Park. 1,000 bands are playing, so you're going to want to look at the lineups. It's all courtesy of Another Planet Entertainment. I'm going to jump right in here. Savannah Guthrie did a 2-part interview, sit down with Hoda Kotb in forward of her returning to the Today Show. So it's on the East Coast. That show might already be over. Like, is it 9 a.m.? So they played a teaser of it today, and that's the story that I have in front of me. So they played a little, like, we're going to play this 2-part interview on Thursday and Friday, so tomorrow and Friday. And then they rolled a little, just kind of a teaser trailer for it. So it's her talking about her mom's disappearance. There are tears. There are quotes like, I wake up every night and imagine her in terror. It's all the things you would think if your mom disappeared. It's been almost 2 months, and that's it. I did read something about that sheriff in that area was saying there might have been an incident 3 weeks earlier
I saw that
was
too.
caught on camera, but they actually didn't have a timestamp on the video, and the guy was not wearing the backpack. Not that it's, some unique backpack, but and obviously without a face mask, but they're trying to identify that person because they think it's possible that could be the same guy. So it's a 2-part interview. She's expected to describe the ordeal that she and her family have been through following the abduction of her mother, Nancy, on January 31st, I believe. It's already been taped, and it'll air Thursday and Friday.
Are they still on this, it's a robbery gone wrong, and now they're stuck with this old lady?
I don't really know what the situation is.
Like it's crazy that we don't have, what are we, 7 weeks, 8 weeks?
It's almost 2 months. Yeah. The 31st, it'll be 2 months.
There's no evidence.
Nothing.
There's no plea for, what is this?
Right. Well, I told you my theory yesterday. If it was an abduction, it went horribly wrong.
Right.
Poor Nancy passed away because there were no legitimate requests for a ransom. There were requests, but they went to actual Bitcoin accounts, but because they didn't reach out directly to Savannah, they're all assumed to be people going,
hey, here's an opportunity.
Let's see if I can get $4 million out of these people.
The other thing that comes to mind, which I can't see being playing a role in any of this, is that Sherry Papini, who pulled that, I've been kidnapped and I'm found on the side of the road, and then it turns out all that was BS.
Right.
And some storyline she'd concocted
so that
to
she could go
hang out with her boyfriend in Costa
her
Mesa.
Boyfriend, yeah.
Or Huntington Beach or wherever they were. So it's just crazy that there's nothing.
There does not appear to be any kind of forward progress in this at all.
And from what I remember, excuse me, they didn't find anything missing. So like the robbery thing is kind of like they're not sure about that.
The only thing I feel like is of note is that there was her blood on the doorstep, which to me means they pulled her out of there.
Yeah.
And we had heard immediately that this is a person, she's an 84-year-old woman or however old she was. Like, she's on medications. She needs her medications. And then there was nothing. I think that she passed, and whoever abducted her went, uh-oh, what do I do with the body?
But even that, like, there's, okay, so what did they do with it?
Right.
And anyway, okay, so one of the stories we'd heard early on was that Savannah had said she wasn't coming back. So she's coming back.
She is going to come back.
Good for her.
Yeah, I agree. Like that, I feel like things can ruin your life.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people will judge you for, like, if some terrible loss happens in your life, your mom is abducted. Now, are you expected to just sink into depression and never work again? Like, I feel like it's strength. She said, this is a thing that I've got to accept. They're also they seem very religious, she and her family. A lot of like, if
asking for prayers
and God's will and, whatever. And so maybe she draws some strength from that. And it's going to be difficult. It is kind of a weird thing. Like, I've often thought if some horrible tragedy was to happen in my life, like, would I be able to come back on the air? Like, would it be just too much? Like, anytime anything close, would everyone freeze in the room? Like, oh no, poor Sarah, or whatever. So is everyone going to be like, oh no, poor Savannah? I'm sure that's crossed your mind, but you got to go on. You are living your life. Things into every life, some tragedy falls, and good for her.
I do think facing it, as difficult as that's going to be, I do think facing it is the way to deal with it.
Yeah, I agree. So they've done this interview. Hoda Kotb used to be her co-host, I think. For years they worked together.
Yes.
And so she had retired. She's come back. She's sitting in the chair. But they had her do this interview, and I guess that when Savannah comes back, she'll step away again. She's still under contract to NBC, though. Even though she retired from the show, like, they were able to call her back in. I guess I don't know if she's still like on the payroll.
I'm
or whatever.
sure she's friends with them all. There's no longer any grind for her. It's probably fun to go, let me go do this.
I think because we're talking about morning shows, are you guys familiar with it's MSNBC's Morning Joe?
Yes.
So those guys.
That's Scarborough, right?
It is Joe Scarborough and his wife. Mika Brzezinski.
And I don't think they were
Brzezinski.
I don't think they were coupled up I think they got together while doing this show,
They
right?
did, and it's funny. They just re-signed. They signed a 3-year deal. So
I've never seen it, but I'm familiar, and I think you've told us those stories.
Well, it definitely happened while we were on the air. So they started the show, I want to say, in 2007. She was married. She had been for many years or whatever, 15 years at that point, maybe less. And one of the things that really worked about Morning Joe was these two had chemistry. They would debate each other, and they had chemistry, and they were fun to watch. And she divorced her husband, and then these two announced we're getting married. So, and that was like maybe 2015, 2016 time.
Okay.
They do say things get pretty tense around there because they're together 24/7. And that now, the bloom is off that rose. And while there's no rumblings that they're going to break up or anything, she takes a lot less ribbing from him before she gets pissed. And they say that there's tension on the set.
There are people that have done this in history that I'm familiar with. I can't name people, but I've heard the stories about husband and wife doing mornings together.
Mm-hmm.
It happens
It
in our
does.
business, and
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
I won't work with couples. I've done it a few times.
Oh, you have?
And it's a no-win situation if you're a producer because
You got to take a side.
you've got
You
yeah.
can't make that
Yeah.
decision.
When I did this with Kevin Smith and we were building that show, he announces like right before, "Oh, my wife's going to be on the show, and she better like you because if she doesn't," and it was like, "Oh, okay, now I've got somebody here," and it was
That's
just
a wrinkle.
It's awkward. It's very awkward to work with couples.
Well, they're a couple. They have been now for a long time. She'd been married for like 23 years, I think, by the time they finally pulled the plug. But they're doing their thing. They just signed for 3 more years. They actually, one of the sticking points, Vin, was they were doing a 4-hour morning show on television. And they were like, we want to do 3 hours.
I think that's probably more standard, isn't it?
I think so. I think that even the Today Show does like 2 solid hours. And then there's these sort of additional, like the Today Show plus stuff. And then I'm not sure if it was on NBC or not, but wasn't Regis and Kathy Lee sort of like an extra hour, like a show that started at 10 a.m., like right after the morning show? So there's always these kind of lead-in things. But I don't blame them, TV for that long and trying to look good and, it's a lot.
When they put the cameras in here, and I'm not trying to compare YouTube to, prime morning television, but the only way it works for me is to not worry about it.
Right.
I don't think about it. But then I see the video and go, oh, sit up straight. Oh, when did the cameras get close up on us?
I know.
Did you see that just happen?
No.
Oh, they're like this now.
They are?
I saw a video the other day.
gotta
And I
pull
went,
that up.
oh my God. I'm all face.
Okay, I'll make sure there's a little more chest.
So you did change it a little.
No, but
I don't see that, Ben. Hold on. I'm going to go to the live shot
maybe
right now.
once in a while.
Oh, it's playing an ad for me.
You look
Anyway,
beautiful.
it doesn't matter. The point is, it's easier to just ignore it and I'm doing a show and I don't think about it. TV would be like, are you really going to pat my neck down and like make sure that
In
you get rid of the
between.
shine? Like, get off me.
And plus, it's so, it's pretty serious. Like,
Yeah,
they're,
I mean-
they're doing news, and I get it. It's still a morning show, so they have, it's good if they have rapport and they can joke around or whatever. But
Okay,
yeah, it
so-
does seem grueling. So they signed for 3 more years. They're
But 3 hours.
3 hours,
Good for them.
and they remain married. I did want to mention one other thing here. Hang on, let me grab it. The Yellowstone. How many? Let's play a game. Time to play a game. How many Yellowstone spinoffs are there on the way? Have happened on the way, and next year?
8.
6.
Not just Taylor Sheridan, but Yellowstone specifically.
Yellowstone and not Taylor Sheridan shows, but things that are happening at this Dutton Ranch or whatever.
4?
7. Nobody nailed it.
That's a lot.
7. It is a lot. I couldn't really get into it, but clearly I am in the minority. There is a trailer out. I believe I put it up on the Sarah Vinnie Facebook page, but it's for the new Yellowstone spinoff, which is called Dutton Ranch. In the last, 3 months, we've gotten 2 other ones. There's the Marshalls. Hold on, let me get all the names here. The Madison and Marshalls, which are both, that's Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell. That premiered earlier this month in 2026.
Is it a hit?
The Madison. Yes. Yeah, people are watching it.
Well, they're both huge actors.
Marshalls is also this month happened. That's Luke Grimes as Casey Dutton joining the U.S. Marshals. Upcoming, we've got Dutton Ranch, which is scheduled for May 15th of this year. 1944, a prequel set during World War II, which is in active development, and they're thinking late this year. And then there is one other one that's rumored. Its current title is 6666. It's a present-day spinoff at the 4 Sixes Ranch in Texas. And the production is currently on hold. Taylor Sheridan, but they're, he's prioritizing the real-life operations of that ranch. But it's just so crazy how many there are. So,
well, it feels like it's happened in short order, but they've been
really
around
quickly.
a minute, though, haven't they?
They,
How many seasons is Yellowstone, the original show?
let me see if I can find it.
And remember, that had Kevin Costner in it. It
Yeah.
was a big star, like headlining a hit show.
I'm gonna have to Google it.
Oh, okay.
When did Yellowstone start?
I
June 20th, 2018. So now
it's been
we're
around a minute.
So we're we're almost at 8 years, and
Looks like 6 seasons.
then I think even while the original Yellowstone was going, the first, like, the dates, they have what was it, 1883? Oh shoot, we're late. Anyway, it's a big hit, and they're looking to do some crossover now, it looks like, because there's the Marshalls, and then there's, at the end of the year, there's going to be this Dutton Ranch or whatever, and they're, I guess, the brother and sister from the original Yellowstone. One is on each of those shows, and they're going to do some. If you care about Yellowstone, I'm sure you're well aware of all this. All right, Vinny, what's coming up?
Fake doctor in big trouble right after these.
Maybe.
I don't feel like there's a Slim Shady in me.
I agree with that. Boys, do you feel like you have a Slim Shady in all of us?
Maddie, definitely.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Especially with those dance moves.
I know.
Doing.
I
You
can't
catch
help
those on
myself.
the camera? Or?
I'll see what I got.
I realize for me now, I'm just all dad vibes. There's nothing else. I got nothing else. It's just that it's all been stomped right out of me.
Yeah.
Well, the real slim daddies, please stand
That's part
up.
of the thing when I was whining about the videos. I looked at the video and went, I'm a dad bod guy now. I got a little gut and got a little neck and I just can't even.
I know. Where were the cameras when we were good looking?
I can't even do anything about it. I'm trying, but last night I'm alone with one of the kids. I make some sauce. I give her some spaghetti. I tell her I got a little ice cream for you if you like, and then it's bedtime. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
But I have caught up on Survivor.
Oh, good.
I am caught up.
All right, listen, we'll talk. I want to talk about that next break, too. It's the Sarah Vinnie Show. Thank you for listening. It's Alice at 97.3. Bridge the Gap is coming up at 8 o'clock. It's our Battle of the Generation. Scott Budman, NBC Bay Area, back for his second
his
round
problem?
for Gen X. No problem. Not that we know of yet.
Just coming in here to. Oh, right. We've got and then he's going to do some news.
Then
with
he'll
us.
do some news with us.
Great.
And in for the Zillennials is Sam Lubman from 95.7 The Game. Down the hall, they've all got all of their Giants gear on. They're very, it's a sports station, so they're very excited about it.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by San Francisco Bay Coffee. One small sip for a better tomorrow and a way better morning. Available in whole bean, ground, and 1-cup coffee pods at Amazon.com. As you mentioned, it is opening day in baseball, and our home team, is the home team.
Yeah.
So the Giants' opening day is today versus the Yankees, 5 p.m. game time, and it's on Netflix, which is weird, but okay. It's the new normal. You'll go to see something that traditionally is on network TV and find that the rights have been purchased by a streamer.
And that's the way the world is going.
Mm-hmm. So there's that. Weather today, we'll be pushing 80, a little cooler than yesterday, though, which is good.
Yes.
Still been warm.
It has been warm.
So, okay, there's
Very
that.
un-March-like.
My first story is a little, there's a lot, and I'm not going to give you all of it.
Okay.
But it is one of those warnings to, I don't want to say the women of the world, because I'm sure plenty of people are looking for the cheapest way to get some kind of procedure done.
Oh,
that's going to make
a plastic
them,
surgery thing.
I'm going to be
It's
who
so
I've
expensive.
always wanted to be if I can just afford the butt injections.
Oh. There have been nightmare stories
Yeah,
about.
and
Remember the
this-
lady who was like shooting concrete into
Yes.
people's butts in
These
Miami?
stories have been around for a while. This is a Florida cosmetologist.
Oh boy.
She's been convicted of involuntary manslaughter here in the Bay Area.
She was doing procedures here.
She flew in
Oh my God.
to do a procedure on Christina, I don't know how to say this last name, Gorkany, I don't know. She's a 34-year-old young
Oh,
lady,
God.
though, who is now dead because
Just wanted a better butt.
Vivian Alexandra she's a Kim K lookalike.
Oh.
So the more you see her, the more you realize this can't be the first thing she's had done. And I don't know if that's, it doesn't say here if she was making a living at that on the side. Like,
Or she just wanted to look like Kim Kardashian.
I don't know.
Right. So this person is a cosmetologist, though, not a doctor.
She's not a doctor, not a surgeon. She's a cosmetologist. She administered illegal gluteal injections to a woman who, they say here, cultivating a career as a Kim K lookalike, but it doesn't say that she was doing parties. So maybe this is just online, like a...
Yeah, influencer thing where she,
Okay.
here's how you can look like Kim Kardashian.
She died the next day.
Oh, my God.
Right after, due to complications from this procedure. And this person has been convicted of practicing medicine without a license and enhancements for causing great bodily injury related to the procedure that caused the death of a 34-year-old young lady here in the Bay Area.
Oh.
She has, this woman, Christina, the Kim K lookalike, has nearly 140,000 followers on Instagram and 200,000 on Twitter. So I guess she was, however much you can make off of those numbers.
Right.
I know we have our own sort of influencer on the Alice staff. Mason's got lots of followers and makes money at it.
Yes.
I don't know. I've never,
She has, I think, over 1 million on TikTok.
Yeah. I don't really want to get into her money.
Oh, I want to ask her.
Well, I mean, I do.
Ask her all about it.
But I don't, you know what I mean? Like, she says she's not making enough, which is sad to hear.
I mean, is there ever enough?
There's not. But
even when you're a multi-billionaire, it seems like you still love money. More of that, please.
Right. She's been open about her passion for plastic surgery. This young Kim K, look, 34. And I know, I realize now we seem to be starting life later than ever.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised by it. I saw some comedians saying, you spend your life in your 20s trying to find out when your life's going to start. And when you hit 30, you realize, oh, it's on.
Yeah.
It began.
It started
I already started
ago.
life.
Yeah.
Woo.
Boy, what was I doing all that time?
And I thought it was funny because it is that like realization where you go, oh, I'm
30.
It's on.
Mm-hmm.
We're here.
I got to do it now.
Right.
This is going to come to me.
Shortly after her death, her dad, who lives in the Bay Area, say that she'd worked for a Walnut Creek-based cosmetic surgeon. She'd undergone many procedures to amplify her natural resemblance to Kim K.
Uh-huh.
And this butt injection surgery was just another step in the process
But she didn't go to the surgeon that she works for.
No.
She just said, I can't afford that.
I guess they have outlawed the silicone injections, and this woman was using something called BioSil, and the debate was on about whether that's a silicone-based product. So for them to be doing something inside someone's body and not clearly able to define what this is and what it might do to you, that's scary.
Yeah.
But I do know, and I don't know if everyone has had this experience where you are at a doctor's office, the trust, now this isn't a doctor, but at a doctor's office where you trust them so much that I had a doctor say, it was a dermatologist actually, there was something, some little mark on me, and I was like, what is that? And they go, it's just a thing that happens. I can zip it off right now if you want, but it's going to hurt a little. And I was like, get it off me. I didn't think you might damage my face and I should be more careful. I just went, get it off. And they did.
Yeah.
And so often we'll be very brave in the face of
if
something.
The doctor says that they can do that.
Done this, or if you've done this before, you're good at it. Well, then let's do it.
Right.
Yikes.
A few years ago, there was some new, it wasn't LASIK, but it was like an insert that they would put, like a little netting that they would put behind your pupil so that you could not wear readers anymore. And do you remember this? It was here.
I do.
And I got on the phone and talked to the doctor about the procedure and everything. And then at the very end, I was like, how many have you done? He goes, oh, I did one. And I was like, I think I'm going to wait to see. But it was like this little screen where it's true. If you squint your eyes, you can kind of get, if you're looking at a book or a menu or something, you don't have your readers on, you can kind of squint and see it. And it was like that, based on that principle, like looking through a tiny hole. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I think I'll wait. And then I haven't heard about it since. I'm kind of glad I didn't do it.
Well, there's a lot in this story, but in the end, the cosmetologist that flew in from Florida to do a procedure on a young lady who makes a part of her living as a Kim K lookalike,
right,
she's now dead, and this woman was found guilty. The verdict came down after a 15-day trial, and now they want sentencing happens on May 5th. Sarah, grab your gavel and your judging gown and tell us, what does someone who does a procedure with no license...
Are they calling it manslaughter, or are they calling it like murder in the, like...
They're not
Murder
calling it
in the
murder.
first?
I didn't see murder anywhere in here.
Just
I think
like
it's
an accidental
manslaughter.
death. She gets 10 years. I feel like she probably will get less than that.
They say 7 is which I was surprised by. I feel like this person is being incredibly reckless
irresponsible
with people's lives.
Right.
I realize this person said, I want to hire you to do what you do.
Right.
But I still feel like, again, that trust that you've done it before and you can get me the look I'm after.
Yeah. That nice jiggle when I wiggle.
We got to be more careful with our lives. Like, life is precious. And
Yeah.
I know, sometimes the grind can get you down. But if you stop for a second and just breathe and go, you know what's fun? A cookie. You know what's fun? Breathing fresh air.
Just being here and being alive.
High-fiving your friends,
Yep.
like that feeling you get, whatever. Like, life rules. And the idea that someone just lost it to further their Kim K impression
Right.
it's not worth it.
Because some lady said, yeah, I can do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think, okay, so let's say she gets 7 years. When she gets out, I think that we drop her in the volcano if she ever does a procedure that could be life-threatening again. Like this, I think that should be monitored. I don't know who would trust her afterwards, but she's saying she's a cosmetologist and just doesn't disclose that she spent 7 years in prison.
They did this in a Burlingame hotel.
Oh, my God.
So this woman was picked up at the airport by the young lady, Kim K lookalike. Her name's Christina, and her fiance. So she was engaged to be married. They did this in a hotel where they administered
Nobody
the
ever
injections.
thinks anything bad is going to happen to them.
That's what I'm saying. That was the point I'm trying to make. You just go, oh, I'm here.
Yeah. I've talked to this lady. She sounds like a human. I'm going to do it.
She quickly fell very ill and died the next day
Oh, God.
due to a pulmonary embolism and respiratory failure.
Oh.
So anyway, that's the story. I just want to do that because I don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't want you to do that. I know I'm not your dad, but
Listen,
come on.
do the things you want to do to yourself, but do them with people who've done them before and are doctors. Actual people with licenses and experience.
Scary, right?
Yes. It's really scary.
All right. I'll move on.
I know. It's expensive, I can see why someone would want to get a deal. But don't get a deal on surgeries.
Don't get deals on surgeries or tattoos. That's another thing. You don't want a deal on a tattoo.
You don't want a discount.
Yeah, go look at bad tattoos. I'm sure images will come up.
badtattoos.com is a thing.
You don't want to pay for a bad tattoo and then find yourself going, now I got to cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
For the rest of my life, I have a mistake on here.
Like, don't.
Mm.
Ay, ay, ay. How about a fast fact?
Okay. I love those. I promise not to ask any questions.
Why would you do that?
Why would you lie?
Yeah.
Promises are made to be broken.
There's a rare old term for pretending to work while actually doing nothing. It's called a fudgel. To fudgel.
Oh.
As in, he spent the afternoon fudgeling
So you're pretending that you're working, but
At
you're
his
just
desk.
fudgling along.
instead of finishing the report.
I like that.
Fudgeling. We do fudge stuff.
Sure, absolutely.
It's a term. I'm familiar with it. I didn't know it was.
I think we do it all the time on here.
What?
Let me speak with authority on that.
Well, we have microphones.
So we get to fudgel right into
that
those.
makes everything real. There's a law in Alaska that says a person can't stay in a bar once they're drunk.
Oh.
Specifically, an intoxicated person can't knowingly enter or stay where alcohol is sold.
That's a law in Alaska. That's all they have to do there.
That is true.
There's not a whole lot else. And by the way, I think the ratio of men to women is something like 10-1. Like there's not, so drinking is really it.
Wait, men to women. So there's one woman for every 10 men?
Something like that. It's some crazy thing.
Those odds are not in anyone's favor.
No.
I mean, I guess the girls, but then they're probably also like, can you
Yeah.
let me choose?
Speaking with authority on things we don't know anything about, there's 106 men for every 100 women. in
Oh.
Alaska.
Those
Really?
odds are way better.
Way
than
better.
You. Okay.
That is much better.
But actually, I've heard that those small differences make a big difference. It matters.
I think both of these two sisters that grew up in the town that I lived in, they both moved to Alaska. And that's where I got my stat from.
Mm.
Maybe it's improved since then.
Back when TV was only black and white, 75% of Americans said they dreamed in black and white. Now less than 12% of people say they dream in black and white.
I actually don't know if I dream in black and white or not.
don't
I'm
either.
going to say that I don't.
I
dream.
barely remember them
Yeah.
ever. Occasionally there'll be a long, weird
You're in and out
saga,
as you're drowsing, right?
and I can't figure out how that person from somewhere in my life way back that barely registered is now in my dream.
Dreams are so crazy too. Like you wake up and you're, oh my God, that dream was crazy. You're thinking about it. And then later in the day, you can't remember. Like, what?
You got to
Is
write
it your
it down.
brain like building a fence in there? Like, well, you're not supposed to know about that.
800-400-3697. That's the number you can text us at, and Maddie reads those, and then he reads them back to you.
Whenever a doctor is going to do any procedure, we need to explain the risks, benefits, alternatives, and the actual procedure process. I often will also add, if it was me, I would or would not do it, depending on what they are asking me to do. That's from Anna, who I'm assuming is a doctor in San Jose.
And maybe a plastic surgeon.
I don't know. Call Anna. We were talking earlier, Bob needs a seamstress.
Yes.
She's looking to get some rip-away sleeves from the 925. Bob should call one of the strip clubs in the area. I know the ladies who work there places often have tearaway clothes.
You totally should.
Oh my God, you should get some like a drag perform. I bet you could do anything. You know how when we were and we're doing it again this year, the Drag Me to Brunch?
Yes.
Those costumes are so elaborate. Those are definitely one of a kind, handmade. That's not a bad idea. I wonder if we can get in touch with those people. If there's a seamstress there that could help you.
Okay.
And I'll bet you like a small Velcro line there would be enough to pull the thing off. Maybe.
Wow. And thank you.
I don't need them to be although I guess that could be fun
Yeah.
if they got ripped off.
You don't want to make a show of it.
No, I wasn't planning on making a show
Oh,
of
You
it.
I
should
thought
make a
that
show
was
of
the
it.
deal.
Walk into your reception and then be like, somebody grab my sleeves. Free me. From this
that would
dress.
be, yeah. I thought that's what you meant.
I just want them to come off so that I can party. But it is
Maybe.
whimsical, just whimsical enough to work.
Possibly.
Well, as long as it works, that's really the point. You don't
Right.
have to do a skit.
But skits are fun.
Yeah.
It's something to remember your wedding
I
with.
do love a good skit.
What's coming up in the trash, Sarah?
Reacher, Bridgerton, which is very interesting, and Barry Manilow. Come. Alice 97.3. Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Bad advice. It's back. And we want your problems. Email them to us. We love your problems. And we're so good at solving them. Bad advice 973 at gmail.com. Fridays at 7, we solve your problems. This week we have a special guest, Lisa Smoot from San Francisco Bay Coffee. That's right. Hello. And she'll be helping us out. So like
She did great last time.
She did, yeah. And she's bringing her daughter. I forget her daughter's name, though. Catherine? Or
Beauty.
Yeah, Beauty. We'll call her Beauty.
She's a lovely
That's not
lady.
creepy. She was. She's super pretty.
Yeah, and really nice. Are we going to do the one that we've been putting off for a couple weeks?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So it's very weird. Maddie and I don't think Bob read it, but Maddie and I read it, and we both agreed that, I mean, it feels fake, but it's such a, like, who would ever think of that it almost has to be real?
It has to be real. It's so weird.
It's just such a funny story.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know. It's so weird. So we'll do that Friday at 7, Friday right around this time.
I have no idea. Just for the record, I have not read this. And
Normally, I wouldn't share it with anybody. I like you guys to hear it, but I was like, I don't know about this one. So I sent it over to Maddie, and he's like, it has to be real. There's no way.
Well, either
someone
way,
dreamed
if
that
there's
up.
entertainment value in it,
Right.
I'm good with that.
And listen, if you come up with some incredible scenario and you can pull it off, we'll take it. It'll be funny to talk about.
Yeah.
Anyway, bad advice on Fridays, badadvice973 at gmail.com. You can call or text us anytime. 800-400-3697. Works like a phone. And you can text it too. And we have a new email just for general business. Send your bad advice to badadvice973 at gmail.com. But just, I wanted to send you this. Hey, can we get photos and stuff on this email? Like, can people send videos and photos? And
Yeah, they should be. It's some regular email.
okay, great. Sarah and Vinnie at odyssey.com. Odyssey. I don't know why it always echoes. It's so fun. AUDACY. Sarah with an H, Vinnie with an IE. All right. We're going to start with what's on TV tonight.
Okay.
There's a couple streaming premieres. Anaconda is out today on Netflix. That is Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Redoing the original?
They play childhood friends whose favorite movie is Anaconda from
okay.
back in the day.
All right.
That was like a Jennifer Lopez movie. Who else was in that? I feel like it was like when you and I first got here, there were Anaconda billboards everywhere. So
John Voight, Ice Cube, Owen
Yeah, Ice
Wilson,
Cube.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, sure.
Danny Trejo.
Star-studded cast.
I've been told this Paul Rudd, Jack Black movie is really funny. It's like if you need a little feel-good movie, this is
It's
the one to
got
watch.
48% on Rotten Tomatoes, 75% on Fandango, and 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
Well, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
They never have good ratings.
I'm sure it's silly. So Anaconda, this is Jack Black and Paul Rudd, childhood friends who always dreamed of remaking their favorite movie. When they finally decide to go for it, they find themselves in the Amazon being hunted by an actual giant anaconda. In a twist of fate. I put the trailers for all these up at the Sarah and Vinnie Facebook page. The streaming premiere of Primate on Paramount Plus. This is a horror movie about a group of friends being stalked by a family's beloved pet chimpanzee after it turns violent from being infected by rabies. Dexter New Blood. One of the people, they say, Johnny Sequoia, who you may remember as Audrey from Dexter New Blood, is the star of this. Sounds like maybe a girl named Johnny. I don't know. And then there's something called, this just sounds fun to me, and Uma Thurman's in it. Pretty Lethal. It's on Amazon. 5 ballerinas take refuge at a roadside inn run by Uma Thurman after their bus breaks down in a remote forest. But as the situation turns deadly, they weaponize their years of brutal ballerina training to survive. But Uma Thurman's in it, so even though it sounds dumb, I'm sure it's great. And of course, Survivor's on tonight. None of it. Well, you might watch it tonight.
I won't watch it tonight,
Yeah.
but I am getting caught up. I'm almost there. I think I'm like halfway through episode 4.
It's a good season.
It's a
I really
very
like
good
it.
season. There's a lot of the, and maybe you don't feel this way, but I feel like there's a lot of the nerdy kid. He's the guy who pooped himself.
Oh, Christian.
Yeah, Christian. There's a lot of him, and I don't dislike him, but I keep thinking, well, they keep showing him he's dead.
Yeah.
And then he keeps not being dead. So it's very strange. Like,
I like him.
I like him too.
And I do remember liking him on his season. One of the things that he and that newscaster guy whose name escapes me,
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
they did something that I can't wait to see what shakes out
I know.
with it. They're these hidden immunity
There's a
idols.
plan.
And they've made a fake one, right? And put it into like behind a rock at tribal council. So like by creating a diversion, like that Christian guy we were just talking about, he like takes a pratfall.
Hits the
He's,
deck.
oh no. Meanwhile, the guy goes over and hides the thing at tribal council. So there's a fake idol there, but that could be a total lifesaver. Like, hey, I just found this. I'm going to play it tonight. And now suddenly you don't get voted for. It possibly saves you.
It'll be interesting. I am enjoying this season a lot. There's
Yeah.
still a few characters there that I don't think have been explored at all.
Yes.
And so when he keeps coming up, I kind of feel like, what about that lady that I don't feel like she said a word.
Right. Well, they do a good job of sort of showing you who's going to be in play. The producers on that show are just great. Anyway, Survivor, that's also happening tonight. For those of you lucky enough to stay up past 8 p.m.
By the way, thank you for suggesting Steel.
Oh my God, isn't that great?
I burnt through it.
You
Yeah.
watched the whole thing already?
I watched all of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're not super long episodes.
They're like 45 minutes, aren't
yeah,
they?
but it's just you can't
Okay,
stop
I'm
watching.
only 3 in, so don't tell me.
I won't tell
the
you
ending,
anything, but I'm
this is the one with Sansa Stark in it.
But it's the same.
Sophie Turner.
If you like Department Q, you like
you like the people. Everybody's flawed.
slow horses, things like that. Like this is definitely a good watch.
Is that on Amazon?
It's on Amazon.
This is on Netflix. The first pitch for the MLB season is happening tonight at Oracle, and that's what it's called, right? Giant Stadium.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been trying to
changes
call
the
it
name.
Giants Park because I just feel like the name change is bugging me.
I know. I liked it, Pac Bell Park, when it first came out.
Well, I'll put a name on it and then let's live with that.
Yeah.
And then it was AT&T and now it's Oracle. So yes, it's Oracle.
So throwing out the first pitch, very mysteriously, is Thing from Wednesday. Now, it is not clear if they're just going to run some.
Oh, because that's a Netflix show.
Yes. And Thing, if you aren't watching Wednesday or you never watched The Addams Family, it's just a hand. It's just a hand. I don't know how. I guess he could maybe roll it. And
That's funny.
I know they put a shot out. So the park's in the background and it's darkened and there's the ball and the hand on top of it. Thing. I do not know what their plan is. It's possible that the guy who actually plays Thing, who is a guy named Victor Dorobantu, will throw the pitch out. Or maybe he'll just be wearing like a green outfit with just his hand showing, and they'll somehow, and he'll pick up the ball and throw it.
I mean, I could see them.
They could do whatever.
Producing this whole thing, and
Right.
then they don't have to do anything but say, roll the tape.
Sure. And maybe Thing throws a mean curveball.
Right.
Anyway, this is at tonight's game, which I think you said is at 5 o'clock, right?
It's 5 p.m. on Netflix.
Yeah.
Go Giants. And by the way, I just wanted to mention, because I couldn't think of her name, and Tiffany on Survivor, I feel like she hasn't said 2 words.
I liked Tiff. I feel like I know who she is. I loved her on her season. She's a beast. Like, she is
Quiet.
very quiet.
This
That was the
season.
thing I think that kind of hurt her first season, is that she didn't make a lot of connections with a lot of people, but she was so good in competitions. Like, she's really, I think they've done like 1 or 2 things where she's like in a conversation on the beach with somebody, but I don't think they've done any of the diary
And
room
Christian,
stuff.
every time he keeps popping back up, I'm like, what about these? So anyway, Survivor tonight, 8.
Reacher star Alan Ritchson is not going to be charged, and they released some video from his personal body cam, which is odd.
No,
that he's wearing that.
He's on a motorcycle, and it's the GoPros.
You know what? I don't think it's a GoPro because his helmet comes off, and he looks down at it. It's almost like he's wearing it around his neck, maybe, or something. Because as he's like turning his head, because I was like, is that mounted on his camera? I mean, mounted on his helmet, but it can't be because his helmet's on the ground.
Well, they mount GoPros everywhere, so it could be any.
And he's turning, right? It's like when it looks like he's looking from. These are mansions, by the way.
I haven't seen this video.
It's a bunch of McMansions. So they say that in this video that he provided, this guy, his name is like I don't know, Tan or something. Oh, Ronnie Taylor.
He's in his face and pointing fingers like I have not
and he
seen.
steps out in front and stops them.
Okay, this.
So they say he's the aggressor, but he isn't the first one to lay hands. Like he does, he gets shoved by Reacher.
Yeah, he's shoved very early on. The one thing I've noticed about this video is I don't think Reacher knows how to ride a motorcycle.
That is very clear.
He is definitely not.
He's not good at it.
Not good at it.
Right. No,
he falls when the guy steps in front of him.
Yeah.
He's got the money to buy toys now, so I can see why he would get into this, and he does have his 2 sons with him.
That's the tragedy to me. Like, don't have altercations in front of your kids.
The first video I saw, in my opinion, made the Reacher, what's his name? Alan Ritchson. Made him look awful.
Yeah.
Terrible. Like, what a D. And someone with that size body needs to be careful who they punch.
Right.
And so punching this neighbor, but then now I'm seeing the neighbor jumped in front of his bike.
Right, to stop. Like, you know what, dude? Call the cops.
Wow.
Don't step out in front of a motorcycle on your street
There's some
and start
instigating
screaming.
there going on that is.
And he's very loud and very vocal in this. We're not going to play it for you, and there's swears in it. And
they play some weird music.
Yeah. It's a really odd video. We could post that, though. You want to just throw that up on the Facebook page? So Alan Ritchson is not going to be charged for raining blows down upon his neighbor. They say the other guy was the aggressor. The cops say Ritchson's actions were in self-defense, which I don't think is entirely true because he is the first one to get physical. The other guy wasn't charged either because Ritchson didn't want to pursue the case. In other words, it's closed unless these two go at it again. And they're saying they based at least some of their conclusion on this video that we have going in the studio.
The initial video I saw made him look like such a bully.
Totally guilty.
That I was absolutely bummed about this person's, like, your character is awful, dude. You're not a good dude. But now you see a different side to it and go, okay. And he did say, this guy's my enemy, my sworn enemy in the neighborhood. And people have those.
Yes. Neighborhood sworn enemies are a real thing.
They absolutely happen. I have a friend who he lived in, I don't actually remember, but he moved now. He said, I have had a nemesis in my neighborhood for the last 25 years, and we're finally moving, and I can't wait to get away from this situation I have been stuck in with. We battle each other, and that is no way to live in your own neighborhood.
No.
They do battle with noise battle, like this person's booming their music, calling the cops, that person. It's terrible if you find yourself in that situation. I don't know this one in particular, but he said, this person's my enemy.
Neighborhood nemesis.
I like that.
It happens.
You guys have any? I have one.
I don't have one.
I had a neighborhood nemesis and I moved.
Oh.
Like, I don't
Is that
live
why?
there anymore. Well, it was one of the reasons for sure.
I
was
tried
like,
very
I can't take this
hard
person anymore.
to
I
keep
just
a
felt so
neighborhood
uncomfortable.
cool.
Yes. And I always say that to John too, because like neighbors do things, they piss you off. This is happening. I'm like, don't, because when he's mad, he'll leave the house and be all like mad. I'm like, don't do it. Just sit down for a minute and go on next door and see how bad it can get.
It's not worth it.
It isn't worth it. You've got to, even no matter how awful your neighbor is, you've just got to be cool about stuff.
I have found in most situations, if you be a grown up and approach a neighbor in a calm, cool way, you can talk through anything.
Yes.
And I've had noise. Look, I'm going to be honest with we talk about our sleep and our schedules and all this. I don't want to tell you to quiet down. I don't want to be like, I
don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to. I know I'm a party pooper. I know it. I don't want to be. But sometimes, so I'm very careful where I choose
Right.
to voice that.
And you're cool when you do.
But sometimes, like I'll tell you, the most recent example is our neighbors who decorate for Christmas. They put out a display you cannot
And
believe,
Halloween.
but they also put on music.
Yeah.
And I've had to go out there and say, you got to lower it, bro. You just have to.
Right.
It's 9 p.m, and that's too loud. It's coming right in my window. And they do.
Mm.
And that's what you want.
Right. That's all you ask. Just like, please hear me and make an adjustment. Not asking you to pull all your lights off.
No.
Yes, they're twinkling in my room, but I'm squeezing my eyes closed.
Anyway.
I actually think Neighborhood Nemesis would be a great show. Like, so many people have a situation.
It is a show.
Oh,
It's Neighbors on HBO, and they take two every week. It's
but
two
it's not
sets of
called
neighbors.
Neighborhood Nemesis.
No,
I
but
see.
they are neighborhood nemesises, and usually one of them is like been on social media and like trying to out the other neighbor, and they try to have some mediation, which never works.
Oh, boy.
Nobody ever wants to admit.
Do you like the show?
I love the show.
Okay.
Oh, it's brand new. It just started in February.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's really, and they're
They
short.
pre-read your mind, Vinny.
They're like 30-minute episodes, but if you like to watch a little spicy conflict,
Yeah,
it's
that's
very good.
fun.
Do they resolve it at the end?
Not really. I mean, they do and they
They're
don't.
trying to, but
They usually end up in court and somebody will win or lose, or
Oh,
they bring in
boy.
a mediation person, and I've seen the mediation people just walk away and go, "This is not you."
everyone's
guys.
so
Yeah.
righteous too, like in a
Yeah.
neighborhood, like, they feel like they're on the high ground and you're a jerk and you feel that way too. And
But people arguing over like a 2-foot section of a lawn, like going crazy battling over it.
you get a survey.
Yeah. Oh, and then
What
they
are you
get the
doing?
survey, and then they still, it's
I would absolutely say you can have it.
yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't.
as long as you're not going to do something really dumb with that 2 feet, like what are you going to do? A bird bath? You can have the 2 feet.
Oh, this is just another reason to not buy a house.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You can make it work. You're a nice person and you will love your neighbors. I love my neighbors. I don't want to help them move.
Hopefully my neighbors will be my friends. That's the
That
millennial
is
dream.
the hope. And truthfully, when I lived in St. Louis, I loved our neighbors.
Mhm.
Like, they were great. It was so awesome. So that was the first house we ever owned, and we paid $93,000 for it. $93,000, which feels like what a car costs now. It was adorable. This like little gingerbread brick house in a neighborhood full of them in St. Louis. And I remember we had gotten settled in, and it was the first time I hadn't lived in an apartment ever. I grew up in a house, but to have your own house and know nobody's showing up, you're not disturbing any neighbor. Like, it's a good feeling. It actually took time to get used to that. Like to know that if the roof leaks, it's your problem. If it, all of the things that come with it, the joys of home ownership. But
they'll
also
get ya every
that
time.
it is your space. Nobody's going to come knocking at your door. Nobody's going to bother you there. And I guess unless you're not making your payments. All right, next story. Bridgerton. I like Bridgerton. I would, before this season aired, I would have said I love Bridgerton. I think it's great. It's a period. It's a sort of a fantasy period piece, and they're love stories. So I have a thing about season 5, who they're going to focus on and what's going to happen. But I read the story. I have not finished season 4.
Yeah, it spoils it.
It does spoil. Oh, did you look at this already?
Yes.
So I just want to say they've revealed who is in question in season 5. It's kind of excellent. Apparently, they've changed the gender of one of the people from the books. Like, I guess these are following a series of books. I've never read the Bridgerton novels, but these people that are all, because there's like 100 Bridgerton kids. And I guess there's 100 Bridgerton books, and each one is like one of their romances.
Well, if you like the show, then you're in
You're
luck.
so psyched.
Right.
So these two people that they're going to explore their relationship, I was like, oh, that's interesting.
As far as the episode I've gotten to, because I think I'm in the first episode of the second half, so like episode 5.
Yes.
I noticed some vibes. I was picking up
Were you?
on something.
Because I definitely was. I was like, oh, good. They made peace.
Yeah, but
These
then
two
there was
people.
some looks, you know. They showed them looking at each other a little too long, and I said, "Oh, that's not where I thought this was going."
Well, and it didn't seem possible until I read this story and it had a massive spoiler. I was
Right.
like, oh, well, I guess I know what happens at the end of season 4.
I know, right? Which is kind of sad. I don't know.
Well, I wish that they had said.
I guess we should finish it.
Yeah. I wish they had said massive spoiler.
I know. I guess
Alert.
they waited like 3 weeks, so we're just behind.
We are behind.
Most people finished it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm so super bored with this season. And it feels like each episode is so long. I'm like, really? Does every one of them have to be an hour and a half long?
Yeah, they're too long. I'm not loving it. And you know what?
What?
I'm not saying we should go back to week by week TV releases. I like the splitting it in 2 parts, but I would even do like 2 or 3 episodes at a time because when you drop a whole season, I mean, like all the reviews and stuff are coming out and then you feel behind and we're not really enjoying it together, which is the coolest part about the internet and how interconnected we all are. Is that we can all share experiences.
Right.
And
if you know all your friends are going to be talking about it, you can watch the one episode that's out.
There's always the one derelict friend that can sit there and just plow through the whole thing that one night.
I think you're the derelict friend in this. You
Like,
watched all of Steel in one day.
He has a job.
2
But either
days.
way,
He has like 4.
yeah, he's got more jobs than one. But what I'm saying is that person that can just plow it, they got nothing else going on, and then it's ruined for everyone else because they're like, I've seen it all.
Right.
It's a terrible season. You're not going to like it. Great. Thanks
Please
a lot.
don't say anything about
I
it.
love the once a week, and we're all on the same page, and we can all. I love it. I know it's old school. That's why, though, because the people who can plow right through it ruin everything.
Yeah. I don't know where to fall on this because I don't want it to be once a week, especially if I did not want to only watch a 20-minute episode of the
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
That's so
Seven
fair.
Kingdoms.
That's fair. That's why I'm saying maybe not 1, but 2 or 3 every couple weeks. Because
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. Like, it's nice to really sit down and dig into something, but
Yes. Bridgerton, I was like, Jesus, I can't even make it through 1 episode, let alone 4.
yeah, I think we're just over it.
I guess so. I'm looking forward to season 5, I guess. All right, then what's coming up in the news?
The year 2081 and more after these.
Alice 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show powered by San Francisco Bay Coffee. Watch video clips from the Sarah and Vinnie morning show on our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/@radioalice973 and remember to subscribe.
What's up, everyone? This House Report is brought to you by Atco Pest Control. One yellow jacket queen can lead to a full nest in a short time. Atco Pest Control stops the issue by trapping the queen. This stops them before the problem grows. Go to atcopestcontrol.com. Mention you heard about Atco on Sarah and Vinnie and get 10% off Yellow Jacket services this month. Yellow Jackets are nasty. They'll chase you. They'll bite your kids, sting your kids, whatever they're doing. Biting, stinging, I don't know, but they're awful. So atcopestcontrol.com has got you. And mention us and you save 10%. Cooler than yesterday, but still a nice day. There's your weather.
All right.
By the way,
still a nice day, people.
NBC Bay Area star, also star of the Alice News Network, Scott Budman coming up.
Okay, he just walked
he's
in.
Here.
Looking good as usual.
And ready to defend his crown.
Yeah.
Goodness.
You'll have to come back again next week, too, if you win today. Don't throw it. I'll be mad.
Pressure.
Yeah, all the pressure.
Yeah. That is not helpful.
We're applying the pressure.
Awesome.
Major League Baseball begins tonight, actually. The season kicks off tonight here in San Francisco. Giants versus Yankees on Netflix.
And only on Netflix.
That's right. Netflix, 5 p.m. game time. Also, again, it's a home game. It's the season doesn't matter. It's here. It's a home game. The home opener. That's what I was looking for. To go to a game these days is pretty pricey.
Yeah.
I feel like our stadium, I haven't been to all the stadiums. In fact, I've been to very few, but I think our stadium's the best of one of them all. I love it here.
It is a cool spot.
Very cool. So this new report found the average cost of an MLB game for a family of 4 in 2026 is $225.90.
That actually sounds low to me.
That's one game.
Yeah.
One. Now, you're right. It is low.
It sounds like they didn't get to eat.
For the Dodgers, it's $413. They're the most expensive. The Sox are second at $373. The Homeless Athletics, now playing in Sacramento, came in third.
What?
Really?
At $324.
I mean, that was the great thing about the A's is you could actually go to a ball game and not break the bank. For $100, you get tickets, hot dogs, everything you wanted. Under
and
$100.
now you're going to a transient team that's not staying in Sac. They're just in the minor league ballpark, awaiting the build of their Las Vegas
never going to happen
ballpark.
They're floating.
It's at 324. The Cubs 314, and there are our Giants in the top 5, in at 5 for $284. That's taking a family of 4 to a ball game.
So these must be like the cheapest bleacher seats.
I think so.
And nobody gets any food.
They say the cost of 4 tickets, cheapest available, 1 parking lot pass, 2 16-ounce beers, 2 20-ounce sodas, and 4 hot dogs. The seats are the issue, though. If you're that far out, it's still a great day at the park. It's
nice
a great day out.
The fam.
But that isn't the best way to see a game. Anyway, Giants are in the top 5 most expensive, and I'm not surprised because our stadium rules.
It is a good stadium.
Yeah.
It's really cool. We've done a few things there. And you saw Santana there, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen concerts there. I saw Guns N' Roses there. I've seen a bunch of shows there, but I also enjoy a day at the park. And we haven't really gone in a couple years, but I plan to go this year and make those girls sit there and enjoy a game with their dad.
Yeah. Eat your hot dog and shut up.
It doesn't really work like that. They kind of boss me around in their own little way. If you know what I mean.
You work for them, my friend.
New Mexico jury finds Meta violated consumer protection law at trial about child safety. I imagine our guy Scott Budman might have a comment or two. If not, no worries. But the New Mexico jury found yesterday that social media conglomerate Meta violated state consumer protection laws in failing to disclose the risk of its platforms to children. These things have been designed to be addictive. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I think this is possibly one domino of many to fall. There's also, in Los Angeles right now, a trial going on where social media companies are accused of being addictive, of really being made to keep young people on board. And all of these things are pointing to the danger that parents have been talking about for a long time of how these things affect their kids. And so far, these companies have been fairly protected, both by government laws and by the fact that they're just so gigantic and so pervasive. But something like this for Meta and, the fine, I believe it's $375 million. That's not going to make a difference to them. But in the public eye, if more of these states start to come up with these verdicts, something's going to have to change, and that could really bring about some legislation, some changes, and it could really affect the bottom lines of these companies and how they build themselves.
And it's not I realize we're worried about kids here, and that's the point of it's not just kids, though. Like your friend was in yesterday, Village.
That is exactly what popped into my head. We used to talk about books all the time. We always exchange, I'm reading this, I'm reading that. I asked him, I go, just assuming he had, did you watch Project Hail Mary? Or did you read Project Hail Mary? And he's like, no, what's that? I'm like, what? And then I asked about the other Andy Weir book, and he goes, I go, what are you doing instead of reading? He's like, scrolling. I'm scrolling.
He's a grown man on death scroll. And I don't always do that. I often try to put my phone down. But if you scroll enough at any given point and stop and look at the date on something you're seeing, you will see that they have, if you've passed what's available to you in that day, they'll start throwing things up from weeks ago just to keep you on.
Yep.
Just to keep you looking. And that's the death scroll he's talking about, where you've plowed through what your friends have done in the last day, and now you're into weeks ago.
Right.
And it's not your friends anymore. Now it's just, would you like?
Yeah.
Did you like this? Right?
People also liked.
Yeah, the algorithm doesn't mess around. There's no longer this even joke about coming to the end of the internet. It doesn't end.
Yeah.
And you're right to bring up people our age, parents as well as kids. It can be helpful, it can be fun, it can be a way to connect, but it can also be dangerous, and it can also be a gigantic time suck. And it's true when I find I'm the same way. I read a lot all the time, and it is an escape from all that stuff.
Yes.
And
it's one thing that I'm putting my attention on, and attention is the word. That we were at lunch yesterday after he had made this incredible revelation, because I was like, if it was being this big reader, and he goes, once in a while I'll try a short story. I just can't get through it. I'm like, oh my God. It's like your brain's been ruined.
We're the ones that are still supposed to have, an attention span.
We were
exactly
supposed to resist.
Yeah, I do think that if these things that have come up, and I have kept in touch with many friends through them and seen even some kids that I went to junior high and elementary school with, and it's a delight to see them living their life and with their kids. I'm absolutely stoked to see that. But I don't want you to keep me beyond having seen my friends. I want you to change the algorithm so that I can go, I'm caught up.
Right, and let's not lose the fact that these companies are not on trial for you being able to catch up with your high school friends and celebrate the fact that they have blessings in their lives and they have families. They're on trial for not protecting kids from information that as parents, as legislators, we're supposed to protect them from.
So there it is.
Specifics.
A New Mexico jury found that the social media conglomerate Meta violated state consumer protection laws, failing to disclose the risks of its platforms to children. And so we'll see where this goes. And my colleague Scott Budman here just nailed it. It was like a $345 million fine, which what's his name will pencil out and drop in the
Right.
I'm going to throw it.
It's like, can I PayPal you?
I'm going to tip you as well. What do you?
Yeah.
What's the going rate for a tip to the
23%.
23. Okay, let me get that for you. He'll scratch that out and still be able to.
That does not hurt them at all.
Oh, he'll buy more of Hawaii.
Yeah. Yes.
I was worried what the fine would be. It's $375 million. I was worried. This came in low. I can still afford the rest of Maui.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move on.
Get my real estate agent on the line. I thought this one might actually hurt, but it doesn't at all. It's like 0.1% of my wealth.
And didn't he just buy the most expensive home in Florida or something like that?
Yeah, some crazy
In this
$170 million Star Island
billionaires
thing, right?
running to protect their money in order to avoid the California billionaires tax.
If I need to, I'll just jump on my boat and speed away to the Grand Cayman Island. Everything's tax-free down there.
There's a place online where home service workers like cleaners, repair technicians, health aides, and babysitters are talking about the wildest things they've seen in people's houses.
Oh.
Here are some of the highlights. I was an EMT. We went on a call to this apartment, and it was filthy. They had a rotten Christmas tree still there with ornaments. It was summer.
Oh, boy. Some people really just cannot spend 15 minutes and take that thing down.
I worked with a phone company. One place was piled floor to ceiling with newspapers. Another house had carpet soaked in cat urine.
Oh, God.
The first house I was old enough to remember my parents buying. So we had a house that I was sort of born and raised in, I guess. Yeah. And when we moved, as we were a growing family, we bought a house in a different neighborhood. It had been lived in. And the first thing we had to do was tear out the carpet. I remember tearing it out. It was orange and it was saturated in.
Oh,
there
God.
was never.
That's a bad smell.
It is the worst smell, and it
die
all had,
from it.
It is so. And as we pulled out this
Pneumonia.
carpet, the underside of the carpet was just all random, like linked
Ugh.
stains.
Ugh.
And stains on stains, and it had to go.
My guilty pleasure is Hoarders. The show Hoarders, where they go into people's houses who have been hoarding and
That's your
And
treat.
then they clean them up.
and then they try to.
And I always
they
wonder,
try to.
how long does that last?
Well, because usually the people want to argue over that's my precious. I need to keep my precious.
Like, this is underneath 5 other preciouses.
We can't get that though. That's a mental health issue, I think. That
Yeah, well, and they have
need-
counselors and everything, but it is you're kind of watching it to see how bad it is.
They're digging through and they're like, oh, I found your cat that you said ran away a few months ago.
That's happened.
Oh, there are little superstitious things that I will purposefully do the thing that I find myself, like I have an orange mug and a green mug.
Yes.
And I always find myself going, the orange one's lucky, but I have now chosen to go, you know what? There is no luck in either of these mugs. You have to stop doing that. And
you can have a favorite, though. Always go for the orange.
But I'm saying that's a bad, and people with bad mental health problems can't see that. They can't say, okay, this has gotten gross. I have too many newspapers here piled up in the house.
I don't think that's true. I think they do know, but it's the obsession or the compulsion is just more powerful than the logic.
Yes, that's what I mean.
But
though,
they know.
Deep down, they know this is a problem.
They look around. They know this isn't good.
Sure. But it's still a mental health thing that they can't overcome easily right there by going, I'm going to take the green one today and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be just another day.
You forget all about it.
Right.
No, it's going to be the worst day.
Oh, no.
I use my favorite green mug from the kitchen here every day.
Oh, what if something happens to it? Then what will happen?
There's 2.
Okay. 2 never broke before, ever.
I used to install security systems. I went into an unfinished basement. These are service workers revealing the wildest things they've seen in people's homes. I went into an unfinished basement, and it was 5 feet deep in garbage bags. The owner said he doesn't like to walk out to the curb to throw the trash away.
So he was throwing his garbage down into the basement and just like closing the door and forgetting about it?
Wouldn't make the walk 30 feet to the curb. Was just throwing it down into the unfinished basement.
Oh my. This is a good list. So far, so good.
Cable tech installer here. I opened a random door in a luxury high-rise condo, and there was a BDSM dungeon.
Oh, that's awesome.
And a hooded client tied down.
Oh. It just got better. Wow. Yeah, this way to the cable thing. Come on.
Sounds like the beginning of a movie.
Yeah.
Hey, Cable Man here. Boom, boom, boom.
BDSM.
Bondage, domination, submission. Oh, sadomasochism.
Sadomasochism.
Yeah.
That's an M, sadomasochism.
You're
What?
into that?
No.
Oh. You seemed
I
a little
wouldn't be opposed
you're
to trying it. Yeah.
I'll read a book that has that in it, but I have a very low pain threshold.
If a lady I
My
was
hair
dating,
gets pulled. I'm like,
and
I'm not in the mood anymore.
I'm not dating. I'm a married guy. But if I was dating a lady and she said, I want to do this to you, I'd say, sure. I mean, I might afterward go, that hurt too much. I'm not letting you do that again. But
Yeah.
why not? I'm game.
If I had my way with you, I would tie you to a bed and I would just tickle you with a feather
I don't like that.
because I know that would be torture for you.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
To torture you. And that's my job as your dominatrix.
Yes, Mistress Sarah.
Lay back and take it. I'm going to put a gag ball in you. You're making too much noise.
Anything you
tickle.
say, Mistress Sarah.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
I'm going to pull my foot off.
You can't. Those are
No,
unbreakable, so you can't break your foot off. You cannot escape me.
There is no safe word.
No safe word.
Pineapple! Pineapple!
I can't hear you around the ball gag. Sorry.
That is something. Okay, I'll do another story. Oh, gosh. Our text number is 800-400-3697. And Maddie's on the show.
We got a lot of folks going to the ball game and some. Yeah.
Go Giants!
Yeah, 808. I love my Giants, but I'm on a budget, so I pack my own food and only buy food for my kiddo. Really appreciate that Oracle allows you to bring in your own food.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, they do. Hey, Vin, besides the Giants playing tonight, the Warriors are also at Chase. People coming into SF later today
Oh,
might
boy.
want to consider public transportation. Edmundo from Oakland.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Edmundo.
Yeah, I like that one. Good morning, Sarah, Vinnie, Bob, Maddie. I work a block away from Oracle Park, and the parking garages across the street from me are already charging $100 and $120 respectively. Sheila from Daly City listening on Odyssey.
Oh, wow. Is that what the price of it is when you go to, when you park in a garage?
Well, the parking lots are always
Yeah,
full.
the parking lots you can go to, and there's a lot of parking there, and it's not quite as expensive. The parking garages I've used as well. And I got trapped for Olivia Rodrigo. We were trapped for 2 hours after the show because the parking garage could only let people out in
the order that they'd packed them in.
Oh my God, it was the worst
I hate
possible
that.
place you could have put yourself. So I wouldn't go. You know what I'd do? And I'm probably going to do this.
What you do?
I would go to the Millbrae train station, park there, and take that up into town.
Yeah.
That's the move.
In the next week or two from the 925, the Giants will have their Levi's 501 sale. Bleacher seats will be $5.01.
Oh. That's
Write
the day
that
to go.
down so we can remind people, please.
Yeah. Vin.
Verify that too, if you would.
Yeah.
510.
Thank you, Texter.
Yeah, we'll check on that. 510. Vin, I'm taking a date to the Giants game on Friday, and for 2 tickets, I paid $237 for both of us just to get in.
Well, but that's going to be a great date.
Yes.
And it's opening day. Like, this is opening night, but like opening day at the park is very special. Our friend Chasky told us all about it.
Oh, yeah. No, just don't ask him. We can probably summarize it for you quicker. He is, I love that guy, but man, can he talk.
Well, yeah. He's
what he does
figured
for a
out, yeah,
living.
he does it for a living.
209. I have OCD and have to knock on wood repeatedly, or else I feel like someone might die. I know it's not real, but I can't stop it.
Well, someone
but I am
might
aware.
die anyway.
But that's what I'm saying is I think that some of us will say I have OCD, which I sometimes will say identify with, but I also can say, no, I'm not going to do that this time.
Yep.
So it's these are people who are actually struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 707. Wish my mom Ashley a happy birthday. She's been listening to you forever.
Ashley.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Ash.
birthday, Ashley.
And also one for Rich from his SF Princess and his wifey Angel.
Oh.
They love us very much, and they can't stop listening.
Well, thank you so much. I thought there was going to be a birthday wish.
Yeah.
Well, it was for.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, happy birthday.
Yeah.
The SF Angel. What was it again?
Yeah, I didn't hear that right. Read it again.
Okay, so
Were there two different
I don't know.
people, like his girlfriend and his wife?
County great, my loving hubby Rich, happy birthday today from SF Princess and wifey Angel.
So, Rich, happy birthday.
Yes. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Rich.
From the two of us
Yeah, I think it's his.
who meet all your needs, Rich.
Speaking of meeting needs, BDSM from the 510 isn't all about pain. Tied up and blindfolded is sensory deprivation, the feeling of loss of control and giving it in to somebody else.
Just give in, Jen.
No, I would do that. I told you I would do that if my person was like, "This is what I'm into. You're gonna like it. Let me do that to you." I would go, "All right, go ahead." The tickling me with the feather
I
seems.
won't show you the feather first. I'll
it's
tie you up
no,
first.
that's
Don't worry.
It's still mean.
You will. It's not mean.
It's mean.
You're laughing and squealing.
We got a game coming up.
We certainly do. Oh, we're gonna. I'm picturing it.
Tickle Scott Budman when he's in.
Oh yeah, we'll tickle torture him. Actually, Scott and I already have it worked out. He's gonna hold you down, and I'm gonna tickle you.
Oh, great.
It's gonna be great. All right, so we're gonna bridge the gap next. It's our big game of the week. Alice 97.3. Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show, fully caffeinated by San Francisco Bay Coffee. And we need it this morning. We got a big day. Everyone's talking about the opening day being the big game. This is the big game. We're here right now for the big game. That's right, Vinny. Bridge the Gap is on. 1 hour from now, we have your first chance at Pick Your Day Outside Lands tickets. So make sure you're here for that, courtesy of Another Planet. And it is now time to play Bridge the Gap.
Talking about my generation.
Let's start with legendary player Scott Budman. A convincing win last 2 weeks ago from NBC Bay Area. It's a delight to have you back playing for Gen X.
Thanks. Hi.
Your second time here. You have a conflict next week.
Yeah.
Don't throw it. You have to win. We got it. We have to put Sam in his place.
That
Our
guy's
challenger this
younger,
week.
smarter, and cooler. I don't think we're going to be throwing it. I think we're going to be all right.
Sam Loveman is back. Now, Sam played early days, back when we were only doing 3 questions. And he won, and we hadn't put in the whole you get to win 3 times.
I was the test dummy or something like that.
You
yeah.
were. I think you were like maybe the first person we had come on and play.
The OG winner, yeah.
Yeah,
He
there
is
it
a radio guy, though.
Why
and
can't I hear you?
Can you not hear me? Hello.
Okay.
That's a little better. This is all I'll add, and then I'm going to tap out. I walk by, and he's in there because he's a radio guy. He works down the hall. He's like, which camera am I looking at? I went, oh, for God's sakes.
He's that guy.
I put all this work into my hair. I got to make sure people see it. So
Obviously.
Sam has luscious red locks.
I know.
For
Sam
the
is
listeners.
a great looking guy.
I try to be. I try
Bunch
to
of
be.
cuties down there at 95.7 The Game. They're our little brother station, here in the building.
Shout out Morning Roast,
Oh, yes, of course. The JoJo Show.
the show Joes of shows.
Yes. So you are going to be the challenger this week for the Zillennials, and you played early on, so this is your second crack at it. Let's see. Sam, what is the best show on television? Not sports.
The best show on television right now. Does it have to be on TV or do streaming services count?
Streaming services. What can you watch on your TV? What's the best thing?
Well, I have been getting into Heated Rivalry lately. I'm part of
No
that
way!
group
Yeah.
right now. Yeah. So yeah, I guess Heated Rivalry. I've heard The Pit is supposed to be really good too. I don't
Yes.
watch that one, but
Should.
No, this is, I want your favorite show. What's the best thing on TV?
right now I don't watch a lot of TV, unfortunately, unless it's sports.
I knew it.
That's
I
so
know.
funny. You
I
got
know.
him.
Yeah.
You really did.
Still, he pulled out a Heated Rivalry. That's
Oh, yeah,
good.
Heated Rivalry is. If I had to pick a show right now, it's Heated Rivalry. That's the one that I'm kind of committing to right now.
Same question to you, Scott Budman. What is the best thing on TV right now?
You know, this proves that it's not a generational thing, and I'm embarrassed. I work for a TV station, but there is no TV show I'm watching right now. I stream movies all the time, love old movies, go to them all the time.
So you're a guy with an attention span. You're like, I'm going to sit down and watch a movie.
Oh, yeah, I read books. Remember,
Oh.
I'm 117 years
I know.
old.
Showing off here.
But
Okay.
no, but I mean,
too.
the TV shows have a tough go right now because even the younger generation, I have kids and they're young and they watch TV all the time, but they couldn't tell you when it was made or what season it is or whatever. It just doesn't matter.
Right.
And so, yeah, I have a lot of
Interesting.
friends saying, hey, watch Heated Rivalry, watch The Pit. And
I know
at
both
some
of
point-
those.
Yeah. At some point,
Someday, maybe you'll
I know.
get to that.
there's just so much choice.
All right, here's how the game works. Now that we know you guys better.
Now that we know they don't watch TV, that's crazy to me.
I mean, I watch TV, just not TV shows.
That's
right,
so
right.
crazy.
Please watch television. By all
If
means.
Giants baseball is a show, yeah.
You know what's weird about watching television right now for me is I look at a new show everyone's talking about and I won't hit play on it because I'll go, that's a big commitment. There's a lot of seasons or
It's almost like there's too much
Yeah, I
TV.
find myself
Right.
going, I can't start that.
Yeah. I got all these other things. I gotta figure it out.
Whatever.
That's my problem too.
All right, ready to play the game, guys?
Let's do it.
All right, here's how it works. Gen X will ask the Zillennials a question that anybody in Gen X should know the answer to. If the Zillennial player answers correctly, they get a point. If not, the player from Gen X will get a chance to steal. So don't shout out answers. And then it's the Zillennials' turn to ask a question, and we'll go back and forth for 5 rounds. Everybody ready? You want to go first?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
So this is a question any Zillennial would know the answer to. Scott Budman, name all 4 Hogwarts houses.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Just throwing a softball at him.
I actually
softball,
feel like
goodness.
that's a I feel like it's a universal, but maybe not.
It really should be. Let's see. I just don't know if I can do all 4 on the spot.
He's filibustering.
All right, there's. Wow. I'm just kind of blanking. There's.
I guess
Take a breath. Take a breath.
Hufflepuff, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Hufflepuff is one.
That's a crazy first
That's
one
a
to throw out.
actually a crazy first one.
Slytherin,
Oh,
right.
Slytherin, right? Yeah.
Slytherin, Hufflepuff. I'm not going to get these. This is embarrassing because I've read all of these books.
Of course
and taken
you
my
have.
time
No,
to
you
see all
got
the movies.
this.
You can do it.
No,
Can't do it. It's okay.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna
No,
call that a no. All right, Sam, you have a chance to steal.
Oh, well, obviously you have Hufflepuff, you have Slytherin, you have Gryffindor, and you have Ravenclaw.
That's it. Very
There
good.
it is. Well done, Sam.
I'm well versed in my Harry Potter.
Well done. It's been a minute.
All right, here we go. First question to the Zillennials. This is a Gen X question. Name all 3 women on Gilligan's Island. All 3 of the women on Gilligan's Island.
I was so hoping you were going to say Golden Girls instead.
Maybe next week.
Unfortunately, I don't know that one.
I'm shocked.
I don't know. I've never watched an episode of Gilligan's Island.
Me either.
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, 2 of them are very iconic.
I feel like there was a Marsha on there, but I also could be thinking of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, that's
Could
the Brady
be.
Bunch.
Yeah.
So I
right.
guess. Wow. All right. I guess
Okay.
this is going to Scott now.
But I don't like the look on Scott's
No,
face here.
I think I know this one. I think it's
Okay.
Ginger, Marianne, and Mrs. Howell.
Mrs. Howell. That's right. Phew.
Well done, Scott.
Yeah. She was also known as Lovey. I would have taken Lovey.
Lovey.
All right, next question from the Zillennials to Scott Budman. What fruit walked down the stairs in pajamas?
What fruit walked down the stairs in pajamas?
I'm sure this is some iconic answer, and I have no idea.
Oh.
Well, this guy assumes it's got to be like a Hanes commercial or something, right? Or
No, I'll tell you, Scott. It was a TV show.
A fruit that walked down the
Okay.
stairs in
Fruit walked down
pajamas.
You don't know?
No, I'm sorry.
this is the banana.
It was the bananas.
Oh, nice.
Bananas in pajamas.
Oh, my God.
I totally knew that. That wasn't a guess.
That was a wild guess.
It did feel like a guess.
I don't know if you know what we're talking about.
Bananas in pajamas. It's these twin bananas,
Did you turn your mic on?
like
It doesn't work.
full-size bananas, and they're wearing these colorful pajamas, and they would just kind of walk around the house.
This was
Bananas
This is a real
in
Yeah,
thing.
like
pajamas.
the whole show?
Yeah, it was a show for very little kids.
Oh, all right.
I have to go back and see that one.
I don't recognize that one at all. All right, this is a Gen X question for Sam Lubman, who is playing for the Zillennials.
The score?
The score is 2 for Sam, 1 for Scott. What epically long folk rock song was Don McLean's biggest hit?
He's not the one who does Alice's Restaurant, is it?
Is that your guess?
I guess I don't. I guess it's that. Yeah.
That is incorrect.
It's interesting because my parents taught me this one, but it was American Pie.
American Pie. Bye, bye, Miss American
That's a
Pie.
really embarrassing whiff on my end.
Oh, do you really
That's an
feel
old
like you
song.
should have known that?
I
It is
don't know
old.
if I've ever known. I guess I always keep forgetting at the top of my head who sings that song. There's a lot of songs that you know, but then you don't know who sings it. And I'm
Right.
saying this to a bunch of people who work at a music station. So
Everybody whiffs once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, we're tied 2-2.
Oh boy. All right, next question for Scott Budman. Hasbro makes colorful blasters that shoot soft darts or discs. Name that toy.
Oh. Darts or discs? And they're colorful.
Boy, I am just striking out on the Zillennial stuff. This would be a wild guess because I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, you're going
I've
to
heard
kick
of it.
yourself. You definitely
Okay.
know this.
is this the Nerf gun?
It sure is.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Man, we are very much products of our own
wow.
generation, Scott.
I do know Nerf. Yeah, sorry. All right, good. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question for Sam Lubman. What blockbuster arcade game had you shooting up at a formation of constantly lowering hostile aliens?
Galaga.
Incorrect. And for the steal? What
I like-
blockbuster? Yeah, Galaga is a good guess.
I do like that. You're Are you thinking Space Invaders?
I am
that might be
thinking
the
Space
original.
Invaders.
That was my
Galaga
second
was a
guess.
great guess.
Aw.
That was a great guess.
I played Galaga. I like that game.
Yeah.
I like Galaga too. You're shooting up at stuff, but I guess not. in the
Right.
exact-
Yeah,
Right.
it's in formation. It's-
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like that was also a correct answer what Sam gave, but it's okay.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay.
There you go. The judges made her ruling.
I'm the judge and the
Oh.
jury.
Give it to him.
Scott Budman, who does Napoleon Dynamite want you to vote for?
Oh, Pedro.
Correct.
Oh. Sam Lubman,
I'm in a bit of a hole here.
you're only down by one. Who beat tennis player Bobby Riggs in the Battle of the Sexes? 90 million people watched it on TV.
Billie Jean King.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Nice.
and
A
we're
sports
tied
question.
again.
Let's go.
I know sports. Of course, I get that one right.
Very good. Very good.
All right. Final question from the Zillennials to Scott Budman. Who is well known for their PlayStation skateboard video game that launched in 1999?
Ah. I will name the only skateboarder I've ever heard of, Tony Hawk.
Correct.
Okay.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
All right.
All right.
And now I'm looking at my last question and I'm thinking, Sam.
So what's the score right now? Like, can
Five-
Sam tie it
he
up?
could tie it right now.
Okay.
Do we have our tiebreaker ready to go? Great.
Oh boy.
What 1977 movie became the highest grossing movie ever at the time and changed the face of movies and merchandising forever?
I really hope this is the right answer. I hope it's Star Wars: A New Hope.
It is Star Wars.
One of my favorite movies of all
Nice.
time.
We
Nice.
are this is our first ever tie.
Ooh.
Really?
There we go.
So we're going to set I think this is a numerical.
It's a numerical answer,
Okay,
so
so
whoever
it'll be
is
closest, but not closest without going over.
No,
It's just
just the
whoever is
closest.
mathematically closest.
How many number one hits does Madonna have?
Oh, good one.
What?
It's cross generational.
Is it?
That is actually a pretty fair question. I think that you guys know Madonna, right?
I mean, I know who she is.
Nobody knows how many hits she has. This is a wild guess territory.
Okay. That's fair.
Do I go first? Or does Sam go first?
I don't
is a
know.
wild guess.
We've never done this before. I think age before beauty. 117-year-olds.
Yeah.
Scott Bodman.
How many number one hits? God.
I almost think they should write it down and then show
Oh.
it. You want paper real
That's
quick?
not a bad idea. Yeah,
do that.
let's do paper.
I got paper.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Good. Somewhere over there you've got paper.
Yes, I do.
All right. This is a good way to do it.
I
Good
like
one,
it.
Good
I
one,
like
Vinny.
it.
This is excellent. All right. And
Oh,
geez.
we've got him. We got him covered.
We got him covered, Vin.
Oh, you have paper. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Do,
All right. Is it?
do,
Do we have to guess the number without going
do.
over?
No,
No,
you can
no.
go
It's
over.
just
Go over.
mathematically closest.
Whoever is
Ooh,
closest.
okay.
That's a good question, Maddie. I like it. That's
Number one overall
definitely
hits
like
for Madonna.
okay for
Yeah.
both generations.
So,
They're thinking you can think it out loud, you know.
all right.
Oh, we
I-
should play the Jeopardy
All right.
music. Have that
I
ready
got
to
my
go.
answer.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too.
You guys are both ready. All
Okay,
right.
Yeah, we can just say it out. I
Yes.
thought, well, go ahead.
Well, if we say the same number.
That'd be
Wow.
funny.
I got 13.
13
That's
number
even better.
ones.
I said 11.
Oh.
What if it's 12?
It's 12.
no!
Oh, you gotta be kidding
You know, my
me.
first,
man.
my
Wait,
first
wait, wait.
guess was also 11 too. So
And that's
No, no.
the reason I wanted you guys to write it down is because if he says 11, you might just
I
go
would have
12.
pivoted, and I wrote down 11 and crossed it out and put 13.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, I have an idea.
All right,
Because
what is
Scott's
awesome.
busy next week, right?
Rock,
Yes.
paper,
So how
scissors.
about we have Sam come back next week, and then the week after that, Scott Budman can come back.
I can live with that. I think that's great. And I love both you guys, so
We're
I
gonna
think that
call it a
works.
tie.
Well done,
It's a
well done.
tie.
history
It's
on
our first ever
Bridge the
tie.
Gap? I love it.
That's awesome.
Glad
Yeah.
to share this with you, Scott.
History
Well done, well
making
done.
bridge the gap. And you guys both kicked ass. Like every
man.
question got answered. Whether
You're
it
so
was
right.
a steal or not. That was I don't think that's ever happened either. There was nothing left hanging.
That's cool.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for playing the game.
you for having me
Congratulations to both of you. And Sam, I know you got to get back on the air, so you can run off. But we'll see you next week then. That's perfect.
Oh, I can't wait to have him back.
I know that'll be good. Are we going to count this as a win? Thank you.
Way
Are
to
we-
go.
are we
I think
counting-
so. Well, actually, I don't
Yeah.
know when you count it as a tie, but I think it counts
I
as an
think
appearance.
they both get a win.
Give him
Okay,
the
so
win.
they both
Give
get
him
a W.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So 2 weeks from now, you have to come back. Are you psyched? Are you so
Psyched,
excited
I'm
about
psyched.
it?
I always love seeing you guys.
Well, Scott's going to hang and do some news with us next,
That's
right?
right. Yep, we'll be right back. Alice 97.3, Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show, powered up by San Francisco Bay Coffee. And a reminder, stream Alice and take us anywhere you go on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Fremont Bank. This is National Nutrition Month. Fremont Bank Foundation is supporting Bay Area neighbors with nourishing meals through partners like Open Heart Kitchen and Tri-City Volunteers Food Bank. They help people gain access to nourishing meals year-round. Discover more at fremontbank.com/giving. Cooler than yesterday, but still a really nice day outside as we broadcast live from downtown San Francisco.
Looks
Studio
nice
9.
out there.
Our special guest in studio is NBC Bay Area's Scott Budman.
Hey, Scott.
He's also on the socials at Scott Budman and delivers tons of great stories through his social media. So
He's your news guy.
he's a
Thank
really
you. Hi.
good follow. And I wanted to begin our news break. Well, actually, let me start with a couple things here. The Giants opening day is today. So 5 o'clock game time. And someone wrote in and said the Warriors are going to be playing at home as well. So it's going to be
That's going to be tough down
busy
there.
downtown
Yeah.
San Francisco. But, that's why you live here.
Yep.
Because you want
All
the
kinds
action.
of fun things are happening.
Right. Which leads me to the first story that Scott has on his socials now, which is rent prices. And the fact that, first of all, we're talking about all-time highs, which I sort of see there, but also it's $2,000 more if you're in San Francisco versus San Jose.
Oh.
Yeah, ask any young person. We were just talking about young people and some of the struggles they go through, and think about all right, at some point, I want to be able to have a family and buy a house. First, though, I have to spend an inordinate, a huge percentage of my income just to rent, which makes it harder to save. So it is a tough cycle.
Yeah.
San Francisco at an all-time high, nearly $4,000 for a median one-bedroom. The only city in America that's higher, big city, would be New York.
Incredible.
And New York is unbelievable as well. $4,380
For the median one-bedroom. New York is kind of literally,
New York.
it's an island on its own. Yeah.
Right.
And that is nuts, and that's why young people will live in New York, and they'll say it's so cool to live in New York with, 8 of my friends or whatever.
Yes.
But then
We
eventually...
share a closet.
Yeah, but then
I mean, we
eventually
sleep in it. There's not, our clothes aren't in there.
Right, and then they go to, whatever, New Jersey to start a family. But out here in the Bay Area, the promise always was, look, if you get a good job, you can get a house, get a place, do the
Yep.
American dream. It just gets so much harder, and it's harder for young people because the rent is so high.
Well, the sharing the rent thing, having multiple roommates and divvying up very small spaces in order, that has always been the way. But I do think if you're, like, I was working at a surf shop, so I didn't expect to have the kind of money coming in. I was
Right.
going to college, and I expected to be, having maybe a space for a bed,
Yep.
and someone probably just used my toothbrush. Like, gross. It's wet. Why is this wet? Who used my, there's struggles in that, but it's normal for kids.
Right.
But if you're a grown person who's out of college
In a
and-
relationship.
and has a full-time job in tech even,
Right.
and
Right.
can't afford the rent, that's absurd.
It is, and I've said this before, but that's my concern, is that Silicon Valley, which became Silicon Valley in the Bay Area, which became the Bay Area, the tech hub, because young, smart people decided, I'm going to make a go of this here. I'm not going to take that sure job that pays the salary and the benefits. I'm going to take a flyer on something and start the next whatever, the next Twitter,
Right.
the next Salesforce. And if they don't do that and instead go to Austin, Texas, or Miami, or any of these other great cities
Yeah.
that can offer you housing and a way to raise a family at a much more affordable price, we lose them, and then we lose what makes us special.
Right. And we wind up with a bunch of empty spots out there
That
because
too.
nobody is going to pay you $4,500 to, squeeze into your one bedroom. Like, I mean, it hasn't burst yet, but isn't it bound to?
Yes. The only hopeful thing is some areas, especially in the East Bay, have built more apartments. And so, a lot of the young people I work with will say, aha, my boyfriend and I, my girlfriend and I, whatever, we can afford to live out there, whether it's Dublin or, Concord or whatever, because there's so many new units and they're really trying to make it where, they want us to live there. There are good amenities. And they're doing it. They're living in a place and setting money aside to someday, perhaps buy a house. And it would be great if prices come down, but there's just so much inventory out there. And whatever is out there is getting snatched up by people with stock options. And so it really
It's really smart when you see them building these apartment complexes around the downtown of any, like Dublin you mentioned, or that's the way. Then people still have access to the restaurants and the things that they want to be able to walk to, and that makes
it's good for the businesses. It's good for their location.
It's good for your lifestyle because you don't find yourself going, I live out in the middle of nowhere. I got no access to anything and still have to hoof it into the city if I want a decent meal.
Yeah, housing for downtown, good for the environment too. You don't have to get in your car all the time, and public transit could be close by. So yeah, these are all great things. Some cities doing it well. But as much as houses still get snatched up here in the Bay Area, we need more of them because we need to encourage young people to stay and plan to stay.
Right.
Also on the list of tech stories that you might find on Scott Budman's socials, at Scott Budman, or also on his TV show, NBC News Bay Area.
His TV show. You're a TV star.
My TV
He
show.
is a TV star.
No wonder he doesn't watch a lot of TV.
Apple turns 50 in April.
Oh.
So are we talking about just 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, April 1st is actually when that company was made official.
So
Is
this
that so?
Yeah.
this story is funny to me, and I'm going to tie it into what you're about to talk about. But this person online has written, I have looked at the most expensive McDonald's burger, and the price continues to climb. And the least expensive MacBook over time, and the price is coming down on those.
Oh.
And by 2081, a McDonald's burger will cost more than a MacBook.
Oh, 2081.
2081, yeah.
Well, we
And I
won't
thought,
live to see that.
You know, we won't. We won't be here for that. But I do think that that's ridiculous because Apple's prices have always been the highest of all the tech. And yet, that's the phone the majority of people are using, right? I mean, I don't know what the percentages are, but it has to be.
Yeah, I mean, Android is still up there in terms of sheer numbers, but Apple's iPhone is the standard. It says something about you. It says I'm successful. It says I have darn near close to
Money to
$1,000 to
burn.
spend on a phone. Yeah. Now, there are always, and I've been on this show talking about this for years, there are many, many really good, less expensive ways to get a phone if you are on a budget or if you have young kids and you don't want them losing the phone and going, oh my God, I just spent $1,200 on a phone. That said, Apple is the standard. The iPhone is the standard. The App Store is the standard. We do everything on our phones and will continue to do that. Computer pricing, though, through the decades has come down, and that's why you can walk around with a laptop with, I don't know, more power than we used to get to the moon in 1969, and it's, costing you $500-600. And that's an amazing, amazing feat of technology. So yeah, it's too expensive and way underpriced at the same time. And isn't that amazing?
I looked it up,
It is.
and actually Android dominates the global smartphone market with over 70%.
Wow.
That's globally,
That is actually
though.
quite
But
surprising.
that's probably because of the prices we're talking about.
Right.
$1,000 for a phone versus $400.
Right. And also the number of phones that have the Android operating system, whether it's, the OnePlus or
right.
the Samsung. Google makes a lot of good phones. And these are all very, very good phones with good screens and fast processors, et cetera.
And
et
they're
cetera.
running on the Android platform.
Right.
Where Apple is, you got to have the phone and the OS.
iOS, yeah.
Right.
In the United States, iPhone leads with almost 60% of the market share, but worldwide, Android is by far the biggest system. Anyway, is there something big about the 50th birthday? Are there going to be great deals?
Right.
It'll be
50%
interesting to
off
see
everything.
what Apple does. They're promising to do something, and I don't know what it is yet. I imagine there's going to be concerts because they're tight with, so many musicians. There'll be something at their headquarters. There'll probably be something in the stores. Is it significant? Yes, this is the Bay Area company standard bearer of all time, really. Apple is very Bay Area. Apple is very tech. Apple was at a couple of times just steps away from going out of business.
Yes.
Calling it quits, laying off thousands and thousands of people at a time. famously the start with Jobs and Woz, and then Jobs goes away. Famously, he comes back, turns the company around. This has been our soap opera. The number of millionaires, in this area, as you look out this window, that have been created by that company is staggering. It's because people love their product so much. And it's just something that, really, for 50 years, no matter how old you are, you probably remember either getting an Apple product or having someone that having a Mac, whatever it is. It's just
that
been around
first
forever.
Mac, which would, it was a big deal when it went to like the full screen, and it was like a piece of paper that you would hold up in front of you. What is that, 8.5 by 11? That was like the next gen. I'm like, oh my God, I can see. I don't have to scroll. I have the whole thing on there. And I remember learning to use a mouse. Like I was probably easily in my late teens when people got access to a Macintosh computer. And it was like, I was like, what do I even do with this? And then it starts to work its way into your life and you need it.
That was kind of the key when you say people, you and me, just average people that weren't using it just at work or on some big mainframe or whatever. But, and then that led to all sorts of revolutions of, using a calculator on the computer, playing video games, and that explosion, and just the whole PC revolution.
Right.
That they helped launch.
One of the stories that ties in with the Apple millionaires is the people who invested in them early on. And there's a story I read about a rock star. He's in Faith No More. His name's Roddy Bottum, and he's the guy who just put out this autobiography or whatever. But he said early on, years and years and years ago, the early 90s, him and his band, Faith No More, went on tour, and he got $12,000 at the end of the tour because they'd been living on whatever they had, stipends or whatever. So his cut was $12,000. And at the time, according to the book, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't have it in front of me, but he says, I had this money and I didn't know. And someone I was with, I think it was a partner of his boyfriend, had said, you should invest that money in Apple.
I love it.
And he did.
Oh my God,
And
to have bought that in like
he is now
1990.
retired, or I should say, nothing he does is for money anymore, ever, because of that initial $12,000 investment in Apple back in the early 90s.
Oh my God.
And there's another example of the people who went, I've heard Apple might do good. Let's just try it. And now they're done.
Give it a try.
pretty-
The stock market. If only we could see the future. Scott Budman from NBC Bay Area sitting in with us.
He's here with us now. And so I did this story on this show, and then later in the day, I saw you do it, and it's clearly a thing that's got us interested. It's the tax protest. As we are in tax season, and your taxes will be due in 2 to 3 weeks, I believe, there are people out there saying, I didn't vote for this guy. I'm not interested in a war with Iran or Venezuela or anywhere else. I am not going to pay my taxes and have that money be going to. And my response was, what are you, nuts? You want the IRS coming after you. That's what you're going to do in an effort to. You are cutting up. What's that saying? You cut off your nose to hurt your face?
To spite your face.
Like, what is going on out there?
Yeah, and this is something that is really well-meaned and well thought of. And, we talk about the age gap and whatever. It is great to see young people who want to protest, who want to fight back, who want to make a statement. That is another absolutely American thing that has made our country strong and has made the Bay Area very strong. But that's where I guess it's a responsibility of us old folks, not to mention business reporters, to say, I'm not an accountant, but I've asked a lot of accountants. This is a trend on TikTok and Instagram to say I'm not going to pay my taxes because I disagree with, let's say, the war in Iran or ICE funding or whatever it is. And it's fine to protest. There are legitimate legal ways to protest and hold back your money, but taxes, really not one of them. Accountants will tell you if you don't pay your taxes, you will eventually have to pay your taxes plus an IRS penalty.
Yes.
And so that is just not a
Interest
successful
and
way.
fines.
Right.
And you could wind up in jail.
I mean, I would just say that the money part of it.
It should be enough of a motivator.
Exactly.
Right.
And so you're really like, it's a great way to say it, cutting off your nose to spite your face, because you'll have to pay more money to the IRS that then goes to whatever it is you're not wanting to pay.
And they will take it right out of your wages if they have to. Like I one time got 1099 for some money and went, oh my God, I was just a kid. And I wound up having to do a payment plan. They're like, well, what can you afford? And I was like, I think $50 a month. She's like, okay, that'll have you done, and it was all these interest and tax fees. And it was awful. If you get 1099, be really careful.
Yeah, the IRS famously does not play.
No.
And so,
but I've heard that they've been kind of gutted. That like Doja went through and just like they don't have the manpower to do audits anymore.
that's the kind of thing. No. And if you're going to say on the air, IRS, come after me.
I'm not
because
going to.
I know you've been gutted and you don't do any more audits. Good luck. That's the kind of risk I just wouldn't take.
I know, me either.
It's like when you hear people that have student loans and they're like, that whole loan going away thing might come back one day. Yeah, maybe.
It might.
And the IRS might go away one day, but I wouldn't count on it. And
Yeah.
For all the legitimate ways to say, look, I'm mad at this company because its software is used for this, or this company has donated this much money to, the administration or to whatever. Hey,
something I don't agree with.
Right. Stop paying for that app. Stop paying for this service. There are ways to hold back your money and to, in a way, divest from things. But you just can't avoid. I mean, there are tax avoidance schemes. There are ways to delay your taxes. But eventually, accountants tell me you have to pay. And while, again, it's an impressive trend on social media to see young people saying, I want to fight back against X, Y, or Z, do that. That's very Bay Area. That's the American way. But don't withhold your taxes because they'll come for it. Famously.
Don't do it, kids.
Speaking of Bay Area legends. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with my mom telling me the story of how Joan Baez, Bay Area legend, right, would not pay. She would have some accountant figure out how much of her money went to, like, I don't know, the Vietnam War or the Defense Department, and she would famously not pay that. And, she would have to pay a penalty, and she did it, and it was a big – but if you and I haven't, written diamonds and rust in our lifetime and aren't collecting those fees, don't pay extra to the IRS. It's not worth it.
In the end, you'll just owe more.
There's another popular term. I believe it's death and taxes.
Yes.
Like, the
inevitabilities
your nose off
of life.
Yeah, you are really making a mistake, in my opinion. And I realize I just
You're
told you a
buying trouble.
story about where a friend told a friend to buy some Apple stock, and he's a millionaire, beyond millionaire. Don't listen to your friends if they're telling you not to pay your taxes. You're going to be in big trouble.
I've often wondered why, along with death, all the other things they could have chosen to be alongside that. And whoever decided to choose it chose taxes. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day, and actually, let me go back in my story. We have Scott Budman from NBC Bay Area on. At Scott Budman is where you can find him on the socials. A while back, Scott Budman said, we chose as a family to get electric cars, and that's what we drive.
We're an electric family.
We're an electric family. And I thought, and as you explained that, it's a great example to set. It's something that I wanted to do, and I have since purchased an electric car. And just the other day, my wife goes, boy, you bought an electric car at the right time. Gas prices are absolutely maybe the highest they've ever been.
Almost. Just
huh?
a few years ago, I think they were a bit higher. Remember, we here in the Bay Area were paying $750 all over the place. Now you're starting to see that it's kind of up and down because of the price of oil fluctuating. We're not sure what's going on with Iran. We're not sure what the president is going to say or do next. But even that uncertainty has risen, it made the prices go up. And that is a real thing for you at the pump, shipping products, the grocery prices. It really affects us all.
Right.
One of the things that I had chosen to do was, this was 2013, 2012, I bought a diesel, and they're saying right now a cost for a gallon of diesel is the highest level it's ever been.
Oh, my God.
And it's over $7 a gallon. I'm currently doing electric, and I'll tell you, it's the time. Now is the time.
And you get used to not going to gas stations really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's awesome.
Now, I know for a fact Scott Budman bought Teslas before so-and-so went crazy.
Yes,
Do
he did.
you have, I bought this before he went crazy?
Yeah,
on your car?
And not plural. We have a Chevy EV.
Oh, okay.
And we have a Model 3. Yeah, and they're both 8 years old, and so yeah, we did it before that. And it's interesting to see those stickers on Teslas. The best thing about all of that is that in the ensuing years, whether you disagree with Elon Musk or want to whatever, there are so many EVs out there right now. You have EV SUVs if you have a large family or do a lot of camping. You have EV kind of sporty, sexy cars. You have EV sedans. You have EV small cars. There are so many out there, and that's the best news, is that you can
Options.
help the environment,
Yes.
have your friends think you're a financial genius because you're not buying gas. Whatever it is, the prices have come down and the variety has gone up.
And frankly, we do have Tesla to thank for that, because with the popularity of that brand, people
True.
said this is an option that I can live with and make this work for me. It's harder if you live in an apartment, because where are you going to plug in for a lot of people? But if you're a homeowner and you've got someplace you can plug it in, it's great. And I just get mad at people who are like outright Tesla, blah, 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 because of Elon Musk. I'm like, that is one dude who happens to be the CEO of a company that has done a world of good. Like, emissions and just spurring other car makers to do good work as well. So I actually get really mad when people are jerks about Tesla. I'm like,
Well, it stinks,
it's a car.
especially for someone who finds himself. I mean, they're basically putting on their car, please don't key me.
Yes.
Please don't key my car.
And that's
I'm still
fine. Put
making
your
payments
stickers
on
on.
it. I know you don't like him. I don't like him either. But I got this car. I'm still making payments. Please don't key me.
Right.
Or put eggs in my gas tank. Oh, there's no gas tank. Put eggs on my paint job or whatever. Like, these are things where someone's destroying what you've paid for.
Right.
In their own way of protest. It stinks. I hate it. You're headed to the airport in San Jose today to talk about AI-powered robots they're using now. What's that all about?
What is going on?
So actually, yeah, at the airport, they've got now a robot greeter. It's a humanoid robot that
fun.
will answer your questions, tell you where the flight is, tell you where the Starbucks is, tell you where baggage claim is.
Oh.
And it'll do it in 50 different languages. And it's fun to try to, get the right answer, the wrong answer, whatever. And like everything AI, and we've been talking about this for a long time, it's got a lot of promise and it still makes mistakes, but it's fun to see where this is going. And this is something that I can see would help people.
Yeah.
You're at the airport, you maybe you speak a different language, you've flown in from a different country, you're a little confused, maybe a little shy, it's late at night, there aren't a lot of people there. You can go up to this bot and ask in any of 50 languages where I can get a coffee or the restroom or the baggage claim, and it will talk to you.
What does it look like?
It looks like what you would expect a humanoid robot to look like.
Does it roll around? It's not walking.
It's stationary, but they gave it legs. Again, I don't know that this is going to be what all these robots look like. At some point,
In
we'll
the
get over
end.
the fact that
Right.
they have to look like humans. But yeah, they honestly have pants on it. They have pants on it.
Oh.
They have a shirt and a hat. They give it a hat, which I love. And it has it doesn't have a mouth, so you can't see the mouth move, but it has eyes. And for a minute, the eyes will close when it's thinking of like, oh, okay, you're speaking Spanish or Mandarin. Let me give this a second. And then
So it's giving you some cues that it's thinking. It's working on it.
Exactly. And there it is. Yeah. And
Oh.
and there we are talking to it, and it's an experiment. The company is based in the Bay Area. San Jose Airport is saying, try it here because we should be
We should be
proving
the
ground.
leaders, right?
Exactly. And if it works, great. Just having seen it for one day, people walk up to it and it draws a crowd. Kids like it.
I was
Again,
going to ask you about kids. I think that we see kids today being more shy maybe than ever in terms of just, and I could
Like
see
making
them.
a phone call is a challenge.
Yeah,
yes,
like there's little
right.
things that you go, you can't walk into the store and just, I don't know if I should do that. But maybe they'll talk to this. I mean,
Right? Maybe they would feel more comfortable with a fake person.
Well, and if that helps you get over your shyness, maybe. But right, kids love it because it's a robot. And also, let's face it, it's a bit of a mystery. You don't know what this thing is going to say. You can ask it a question and it will spend 10 seconds closing its eyes and thinking and then say, the time is 11:52. You're like, gosh, I just asked you where luggage was in Mandarin. That's not what I was looking. But it's still unpredictable, and that part is also fun. And I think we're going to see more of these. Whether they look like humans or not, I don't know. But the idea of step up, talking to a mic, and get an answer, That's kind of what AI is for, right?
Scott Budman, you did it again. You're winning.
As usual.
You are winning.
Well,
you
you're
won
tying.
Well, I mean, let's just call it a win since
We'll
the
call
other
it a
guys.
win.
Did we
here
not
right
really
now.
bridge the gap? Isn't that what it's all
I
about?
think we did.
I believe the gap was bridged.
There we go.
Every question got answered, and then they each came within one place on the tiebreaker question. Incredible.
An official tie.
An official tie.
All right, fine.
Yeah. We
But
went to
you're
OT
still
and
winning.
that
You're
was
still
it.
Scott Budman the whole time.
Winning.
And you can
duh.
follow Scott at Scott Budman and see him on NBC Bay Area. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thank you. Always great to see you guys.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, single day tickets for Outside Lands. Alice 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. San Francisco Bay coffee, big part of the show. Take a slug right now. Outside Lands, let's do this. People want to go to Outside Lands.
Yeah,
Because there's so many bands on so many stages and so many fun things to do. You'll be crawling all over that park.
And it's Golden Gate Park the whole time. Like, that's a big part of the draw is
Absolutely.
to be in the park and be in the city and catch all these bands going at one. I love it. I love Outside Lands
and
a
if
lot.
you've gone to lots of concerts and festivals in your life and you sort of have an appreciation for what San Francisco itself has given to the world musically, like that's got to be kind of it's steeped, like everybody has played at Golden Gate Park. Like it's so cool. So here's how to win some tickets. We have single day passes. You get to pick which day you'd like to go. So you're going to want to go and get the lineups for each day. The code word is LIGHT, L-I-G-H-T. Take it to radioalice.com for your chance to pick your day passes to Outside Lands. Charlie XCX, I believe that's on Friday. Rufus Du Sol, I think, is Sunday. These aren't in order. And the Strokes, I think, are the headliners on Saturday. But there's a million bands, so you're going to want to just check out the lineups and see what's right for you. August 7th through the 9th in Golden Gate Park. This hour's code word is LIGHT. You take it and enter it in at radioalice.com. Mason has another code word for you at 12:05, and it's Jane with another one at 5:05. Light is this hour's code word, and the whole thing is courtesy of Another Planet Entertainment. You can call or text us anytime. Works like a phone, also receives texts, 800-400-3697. We also have a general business email. Your thoughts, a photo you want to share, whatever. Sarah and Vinnie at Odyssey.com. A-U-D-A-C-Y. Sarah with an H, Vinnie with an I-E. Okay, we're going to start with Billboard. Congratulations. I think I was talking about this yesterday. Ella Langley is number one again this week with Choosing Texas, breaking an incredibly specific Taylor Swift record. Something like longest time at number one that was also number one by a woman on the Hot Country
Get back
chart.
to work, Taylor.
Yeah.
You just lost one of your titles.
Yeah, Taylor. Crying into a handful of hundreds. Olivia,
Planning some wedding.
I am very busy. Man I Need, Olivia Dean. That's number 2. That new song of hers, that's also in the top 10. That's at number 9. Olivia Dean with 2 in the top 10.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. Number 3 is the Bruno Mars, I Just Might. Alex Warren, hanging in there, man. A former number 1, Ordinary. That's at number 4. Golden is at number 5. Huntrix. That's from K-pop Demon Hunters. Stateside is number 6. That's Pink Pantheress with Zara Larsson. And then we got a couple back-to-back here from Taylor Swift. Opalite and The Fate of Ophelia, both still in the top 10. There's the Olivia Dean, So Easy to Fall in Love with Me, is number 9. And Harry Styles, American Girls. And that is actually that's a cute song. There it is.
I'm obsessed with this song.
My friends are in love with American girls. I seen it in Saturday.
Let's see. It was number 4 last week. It's only been on for 2 weeks, but it's down at number 10 now. Oh, there you go. K-pop Demon Hunters meals are coming to McDonald's. Will your children force you to take them to McDonald's and get them the golden collab? It's a limited time menu. Now, what's funny is I was like, oh, there'll be golden nuggets and, whatever tie-in.
Golden French fries. I mean,
Sure,
that's
but-
a lock.
Right? It's all sort of golden brown.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of words in here that I'm like, oh, that is clearly from a movie I've never seen.
Oh,
So maybe
from the
you'll
movie. Okay.
understand this. Limited time menu includes the Saja Boys breakfast meal. Saja Boys? Anybody?
There's the band of girls and then there's the band of boys, and the boys are the bad guys. I don't know if that's their name.
Maybe that's it, the Saja Boys.
Yeah, that's the Demon Boy Band.
Okay. Then there's the Huntrix meal.
All right.
So there's the breakfast meal from the boys. The girls that got you at lunch. And then there's something called the Derpy McFlurry.
I don't know that.
Derpy?
I don't know it.
It looks from maybe a Pegasus from My Little Pony.
No.
Oh.
Is it from K-pop Demon Hunters too?
yes.
I believe these are from K-pop Demon Hunters.
While that show has been on in my house at least 40 times, I've never sat to watch it. That's not one I've sat and watched with my kids. The pop music. In fact, the first time I heard that movie, I was like, what are you guys playing in the other room? Because it's pop music. And it's K-pop, I get it. But I was like, ugh, why are you guys listening to this? And they go, this is and they told me and explained it. And at that point, I hadn't heard what goes on to be their biggest hit, which is Golden. Right. That thing took over the world.
Yeah, it definitely did take over. It's
we're
actually
still
in my
playing
head
it
right now.
Yeah, we're still playing it a ton.
Yeah.
Derpy is a beloved, clumsy, magical blue tiger.
Oh,
okay.
So he's like
It's a
their
creature.
But from the movie, yeah?
Yeah.
Derpy, derp, derp, derp.
They got to
that
be
a quote?
working on the
Yes.
second one as we speak,
They-
right?
It's, you know what, somewhere in my pile of things I'm going to make you eat later. It's definitely, it's been greenlit. It's going. The breakfast meal, the Saja Boys breakfast meal is centered around something that apparently they already had, the spicy Saja McMuffin.
Oh.
It comes with hash browns and soda pop. Get
Good
it?
breakfast, healthy.
Sure, doesn't it?
You know, during Bridge the Gap, you asked a question about the 1997 movie that changed merchandising movies forever.
77.
Oh, sorry, 77. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, but you said like before that, were there not collabs like this before Star Wars?
They not to that degree, and
Not
it was about the
merchandising like that.
collectible, toys from every there were toys, but they took it to the next level. Like people were trying to buy all the things, and then the collaborations like we're talking about right now. Those probably started there, like the Star Wars meal, and
Yeah, they most of them started
it
with Star
changed
Wars.
everything. It was
But
crazy.
like if you were a little, especially a little boy, and you went to the store, like we had a little 5 and 10 store, that was the one thing I would always ask for is give me a Star Wars character. You know, I mean, they were just everywhere.
I
I
never
never
think
had-
they had like bubblegum cards and stuff too.
Did you have any Star Wars toys?
Oh yes,
You
I
did?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't have any
You
of
didn't
that.
have any?
I didn't know.
Huh.
I loved them. My dad took us to those. Like when that movie came out, I remember we went to Fashion Island in Newport, waited in the line, long line, and saw it. I loved it, but I didn't have any of the stuff.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah, I remember when the Star Wars prequels were coming out. I was like 5, 6 years old, and McDonald's was doing collabs.
And you had those toys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely had some of the action figures, but my brother, I think that was when Legos came into our life. Our life. Not, I mean, I think that Lego had been around before that, but I remember my brother having little, like he could build an X-wing fighter or whatever.
I honestly would be really interested to find out when they started doing Legos like kits and
Yeah.
models, because what we used to have were actual models, like a plastic F-14 plane.
Yeah.
And you'd
assemble it and paint it.
that
use
glue
a little
everywhere.
glue. Right, absolutely. And
love
that
that glue.
seems to have replaced those in a big way.
Yeah.
And so Lego's selling, a bunch of bricks with no desired end result wasn't what made them. What
No.
made them was these kits.
Oh
Yes.
man, you guys aren't going to be surprised by this. It started in the early 80s when they teamed up with McDonald's for Happy Meal promotions.
Oh.
That's so funny.
That's when they started
That's
the
when they
kits?
started doing like IP kits. Yeah.
Oh, like that was Lego was doing that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's when Lego started doing the partnerships with brands and
That was,
and
they
pop
did
culture.
make them because you'd buy a little because you used to buy sets of blocks and you just use your imagination and build something. But then they would do, and it would have like a really exact instruction manual.
And that's how they
and
are
it
to
would
this
be
day.
like $12 and it would be this tiny, which doesn't sound like much maybe in today's dollars, but we would like have to save our pennies.
So 1957 was the first time Lego did a set, and it was an automatic door garage. It was a garage with an automatic door.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's so 50s.
And then in the 60s, they introduced doors, windows, and trees in 1958. And then trains, castles, and Legoland began in the 60s and 70s.
And as soon as they started doing this pop culture, like to the moon,
Yeah.
they're just shot to, like, that's huge.
Because anything that works out to be collectible too, like you could, didn't they do a Death Star one
they
that
did
was
a
at the
giant
first
millennial
really? Oh, that's what it
Millennium
was.
Falcon, I believe.
Yeah.
My nephews have all the Star Wars Lego kits. They build all that stuff. They're still very popular with kids.
That was the thing, though, was Lego they would be a mess, and you'd lose pieces, and then you could never make that kit again. And it would kind of just go in with the general box of Lego that you were, the bucket your mom would put all that stuff in. So
Why don't you play with your Legos? What am I going to build?
that's what your imagination's for.
Oh, I'm having flashbacks.
Back to this team up that K-Pop Demon Hunters is doing with McDonald's. The Huntrix meal is a 10-piece chicken McNuggets, medium soft drink, and 3 limited time menu items. The limited time menu items include something called which I think this is something from K-Pop Demon Hunters, Ramyeon McShaker fries, which are described as a spicy umami spin on our world famous fries. Featuring a soy, garlic, sesame, and spice seasoning inspired by the 3 girls' go-to snack in the movie. That actually sounds good to me.
I would get that.
I know. And so you sprinkle the seasoning into the McShaker bag. And then you get this. They call them true South Korean flavors. So, I don't know. Maybe if you're looking for an excuse to go to McDonald's, this is it. I'm not. But I might go anyway because that umami thing sounds
I'm
good.
there.
Dave Grohl is in the news today. He's talking about the deep grief that he suffered following the death of his drummer, Taylor Hawkins. And, of course, he also addresses that he had a baby outside of his marriage, which I think is the quote. And the headline here is, Dave Grohl has attended 430 therapy sessions since fathering a child outside his marriage. I needed to stop and sit with myself. And therapy is helpful, especially if you have like real reasons for, like your wife is going to leave you. And you're like, I'll go to therapy.
Couples counseling is good for, I would say, probably any couple. Everyone can improve their communication. Anyone can improve, how you deal with each other. What he had to do is extreme. I read this, and he was going 6 days a week.
Yeah.
To counseling.
It's been something like, it's been about 550 days or, right around that number. And he's gone to 430 sessions, which is a lot of the days.
Try to think about that in terms of, like, you and I, we talk for a living. Blah, 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 blah. But actually try to be introspective and think, do you have enough to talk about to fill all that time? It would have to be someone poking into you deeply. That didn't come out right.
Nope, that's exactly what it is. You're right.
In order to get this stuff out of you,
you've got to do the work, and you've got to say the things that you might not want to say. You'd have to get there. You'd have to. Because what else are you going to talk about?
I'm bummed. I ruined my marriage. Like, well, let's talk about that further. No, I'm really bummed. Did I ruin my,
right.
That is a lot of counseling, you guys.
Yeah, and I wonder, too, supposedly he's like a serial double monogamist or something. Like he would have he's got his long-term relationship and then he's got these other long-term relationships kind of on the side.
Oh, is that a known
Apparently
thing?
so. And so I wonder if they try to get to the root of, why. I'm sure they do, right? Like, why are these your behaviors? Is it just because you're a rock star? Is it something that we can maybe address?
I think rock star is probably part of it, that stunted maturity and that whole, but everyone loves me and I should have what I want. You just reminded me of one of the things, it just hit me, is Tony Soprano, where he's like, I can't do that with the mother of my kids. That's what this one's for.
That's what the Guma is for.
And I just, what? Who thinks like he did? Obviously. And that's a character, but it's based on something. Someone must have felt that sometime.
Yep.
I got a wife, but that's the mother of my kids. I can't.
That's so disrespectful to her. I can't do that. I want to, but I can't. I'm going to find somebody else. I got to get me a side piece.
So I don't
do
know.
all the
I
nasty stuff.
doubt that that's the thing. I think it's that whole stunted maturity and rock star, everyone loves me, I should get what I want thing. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, and right around that time is when Taylor Hawkins passed as well at age 50. And so I'm sure he's got plenty of stuff to talk about if he's willing to go deep and do the work. Yes, Vinny, your hand is
I have
up.
a question for Bob. You know, Bob, how you're like really lenient and happy to let your partner be himself and you don't own him. If you were with Dave Grohl, would you be like, yeah, he's a rock star, I have to let him do his thing? Or would you say, you cannot have what do they say?
A port in every storm, a ship and a slip in every harbor.
I was about to go really
Tony in the
on
show.
that theme, but off.
Am I going on tour or am I staying home?
You're home.
With the kids.
Then yeah, you should live the rock star life.
Wow.
You'd be okay with your partner,
I feel like he wouldn't be okay
the
with
man
that.
you love.
Okay, you're in a long-term relationship with someone, possibly even married, and they're gone, 250 days out of the year on tour?
Yeah.
And you expect them to be faithful to you?
Yes. I do.
What fun is that? Where's the fun in that? Let's live a little.
Here's your herpes. I brought them home for you.
Okay, but the benefit of communicating it and allowing it is then you can set boundaries. Like, okay, but you always have to use protection. Don't father a child outside of our marriage. You know, let's make sure we're getting tested.
That's a
We're staying
conversation
clean.
you feel like you could have.
Those are conversations you have to have if you're in this situation. Otherwise, you end up as Dave Grohl, embarrassed.
All right.
And with another kid,
Listen,
who I'm sure he loves.
it's powerful, this thing that you're putting out into the world. I like it. I just don't see it in actual practice.
Well, I don't see what you're saying is that you're supposed to be faithful and all these girls are coming on to you every night and you're turning them away and you're going back to your room and ordering room service. I don't see that as practical either.
I agree.
Oh,
Dave, why'd
build
you
some
marry?
resentment.
Like, what are you doing? If
Right.
you wanted to have your cake and eat it too, you could have. You just didn't need to tell some lady you're the only one.
Well, maybe he didn't.
I think he did.
He definitely did.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
That's why
saying he
she's so
shouldn't
mad.
have.
That's why he's in so much trouble.
Her
Well,
reaction.
maybe he shouldn't have
Yeah.
if he knew it wasn't true.
It's Jane. I've got some good news for you. It's Jane. Barry Manilow is cancer free.
Yay.
He had to get a big chunk of his lung removed. He was diagnosed with stage 1 lung cancer just this past December.
A big chunk of it? What
Yeah.
do they fuse what's left of it in order for it to not just be an open windbag?
I'm sure they do some suturing or something.
Oh my God.
This is what they say. He was diagnosed with stage 1 lung cancer last December. He had surgery to remove one of the 2 lobes in his left lung. It does seem like when I look at an anatomy book, there's like layers to the lung. I don't really know that much about, it's not just a bag of wind. There's,
I think it's safe to say most of us don't know a lot about the lung.
yeah.
That's why I said you can't leave just an empty windbag in there.
Yeah. I think there's bronchial tubes and then alveoli that take the oxygen and
Mm-hmm.
Her
You don't even need to
sacs.
look it up. She probably knows those terms.
just all I remember from biology class in 10th grade or whatever. So he didn't need chemotherapy or radiation. They went in there and said, it's all right here, and took that lobe and closed him up, repaired the balloon that's in his chest. He says, you don't even think about how fragile life is, but I'm still here. This really rocked me, but I'm getting stronger, and we'll see if I can make it back. He also said it made him think about cornball things, like if he's made people happy or if he's a good friend. He said, it really did stop me in my tracks. Yeah. Barry is expected to resume his farewell tour next month.
I hope he's okay, and I'm glad to see that you'd think someone of his age would have spent more time being a little bit retrospective about his contributions to the world and people's lives, but if this is what he needed, okay,
Yeah.
good for him.
I
You just made me think of, in Survivor, there's a lady who had been died. Am I going to spoil anything for anybody? You're all
No,
caught
you're
up,
okay.
right? The lady who was crying because someone had told her, can you zip it?
Yes.
You talk too much. And she starts crying and she's like, I always end up being hated out here, even though I have great friends back home. And she said, I didn't even cry when I got cancer. And I had both of my breasts removed and all of my, ovaries.
She had that gene. She didn't have cancer.
The BRCA gene?
She found out she had the BRCA gene and went in and just preemptively got rid of everything.
Yeah, my sister did that.
And
a lot
I
of
was
people
like,
do it.
I stopped and went, oh my, like, first of all, just the story in and of itself that you went through all that without shedding one tear,
I
but
know.
then you're
That
here
seems
on
unlikely.
the island and someone told you talk too much and it undid her. But I also thought how incredibly brave and wow, you just faced it and handled it. And now you're on Survivor.
Right.
I would have been like, yeah, I lived. I'm not doing Survivor. I'm going to try to just do day-to-day life and enjoy every second of it.
Yeah. Well, some people love the adventure part of that thing, and she'd done it before, so this
All
is,
right.
she knew what to expect. But the whole, I feel like when people take you aside and tell you something, especially in a situation like Survivor, listen to them. Like, this might be what's going to get you, and this person's trying to help you. They're not just trying to be a jerk and tell you talk too much. Like, try to look at that and think to yourself, okay, let me consider that and have it be top of mind when I am talking. I don't try to
Agreed.
pick my spots. But she just like went.
No, it really hurt her, and
It
that's yikes. Anyway,
But there it is, right there. It's so hard to tell people anything about themselves. It really is. People feel like they know who they are and they know what they do, and when they hear that something they're doing is bothering you, they don't want to hear what. No.
my favorite is, and I'm sure every woman, actually anybody in relationships has experienced this, but my buddy was doing this thing where he caresses his girlfriend's face or whatever, and one day out of nowhere she just goes, I bleeping hate when you do that. I never want you to do it again. It drives me crazy. You've been doing it the whole time we've been together. And he's telling me the story of what happened, and he's like, I thought she loved it.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
It hurt his heart. He was like, I don't know. I'm being affectionate with her, but it drove her crazy.
Yeah.
And she finally snapped.
It
and
is a
just
hard thing to say when something's really bothering you, but you've been putting up with it for things that you thought were cute at the beginning of a relationship that you're just like, oh my God.
You got to let that out early
gonna
before
chew my cheeks
you
off.
blow.
Yeah, it's true. Because you don't want to blow because now you're a jerk.
Right.
Okay, but also your friend is a man, so she was probably telling him really nicely and subtly, and he just wasn't picking up on it.
His
and so
ego
then
couldn't deal.
She had to be direct.
Maybe. You could be right.
I don't know.
Men's.
I wasn't there. So.
We are the worst.
We're all, what, humans. We are the worst. What's kind of then?
Is Barbie a drug mule?
Oh.
After these.
Dubby-dubby-dubby-doo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alice 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie. Alice's morning show presented by San Francisco Bay Coffee. Listen to the Sarah and Vinnie full show podcast on the Odyssey app, Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Oh, fudge. Oh, there it is. What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by another Alice Escape with Bruno Mars live in Miami. Download the free Odyssey app and listen to Alice 97.3 for a minimum of 1 hour for your daily entry for your chance to win a trip for two to see Bruno Mars on September 19th at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Sweet.
Just get the Odyssey app and listen.
Yep, that's it. It's free. You sign up for an account so it can track you. You're listening. You listen for an hour. Listen for 8 hours a day.
Right.
And every day you'll be getting yourself a nice daily entry.
The trip includes round-trip airfare plus 2 nights hotel stay for winner and a guest, courtesy of Atlantic Records. This is a national contest. Get the Odyssey app and listen. And you might be going to see Bruno Mars
imagine
in
that.
Miami.
That
Yeah, I
sounds
could imagine
so
that.
great.
I mean, I kind of imagine some back sweat as well, but besides the humidity, everything else, amazing.
Well, you were going to get sweaty at that concert anyway.
You bet. Of course I was.
Could be in Alaska and you'd be all sweaty.
Cooler today than yesterday, but continued nice.
Yeah, it looks beautiful outside.
The Giants open their season tonight
Dun, 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 dun.
on Netflix. It's weird,
I know.
but everything's changing right before our very eyes. So what are you going to do?
I
You're
stopped
gonna
questioning it.
watch the game.
Fine, Netflix it is.
Giants, Yankees, 5 p.m., Netflix. Also, it's a home game. They're playing here. There's going to be traffic tonight.
Yeah, right next door at the Chase Center, the Warriors are playing.
Right. So it's going to be a busy night
Plan
in town,
ahead.
which is fun. I actually think one of the reasons especially
exciting.
if you're young and you want to be like, that's electric. You can see that people walk into the game and
Yeah.
go into this place and partying in advance. That's fun stuff. And it is Wednesday night. Like, if that's a Wednesday night, I wonder what happens on Fridays around here.
Right.
It's good stuff.
Hello.
Okay, so there's that. So this is one of those things that I have been watching, and I talk to my kids about it, and they have questions. They'll say, how old were you when you got your phone? And I'll say, 30. And what? Why would you wait that long? They didn't have them.
Yeah. These are new.
Yeah.
These are a new thing.
We didn't talk at all.
No.
Like, I meet my friends on the 65 bus to Newport Beach. I didn't have any kind of verification.
You didn't have to check in.
I just got on the bus and there was Dutch. Hey, Dutch, high five. I'll sit next to you. The end. That's how I, got along with buddies back in the day. I didn't need to text and, make sure we're talking.
Be in constant contact.
I'm alone at the bus stop. Can you just talk to me? I just sat there.
And the only phone we had of it, well, I mean, you could use a payphone, which children don't know what that is.
Right.
But you'd have to fight the other people in your house for the phone.
Yeah. No, the other thing was, you're hoping the bus shows. You don't get that Uber saying I'm 5 minutes out. You're stepping out into the street to look down. I don't see it. It's so far away, it's out of sight entirely.
Right.
That's at least 10 minutes more.
Now, if I'm waiting for the bus, I just look on Google. It tells me, it'll be there in 6 minutes.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Oh, because you rode the bus recently, didn't you?
Yeah, we had that carless caper day.
This leads me to what a time to be alive.
Oh.
It
It
really
is a crazy time to be
a
alive.
great time to be alive. If you're a kid right now, these are the questions my kids have for me. Like, what did you? I sat there. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't anything else.
Boredom was real.
Yeah. Bay Area lawmakers are now proposing new federal laws on e-bikes because
let's hear
e-bikes
it. They're a
have
problem.
become a really big deal in short time. The first e-bike I rode was the one by Specialized. You had to pedal it, but it did, by leaps and bounds, move you forward in a way that I'd never really felt.
Yes. You had to push down on the pedals, but you were going up that hill like it was flat.
Like there was no hill.
It was, I still remember that first ride. I love my e-bike. I feel like if you are a person who's going to buy your kids e-bikes, that there should be insurance policies on those, that
This
there should
is
be
what
licensing.
This is what this law is about. They're looking at it now. These electric motorcycles, electric bicycles, electric powered vehicles have all gotten in under any kind of law.
Right. There's like no regulation on them
Right.
at
and
all.
so the first new laws are being drawn up as we speak, and this is the Safe Speeds Act, among other things. I don't want to see something tragic happen when we can hopefully save some lives and keep people safe with common sense standards. There are currently none.
Didn't you do a story recently where the number of emergency room visits for bike accidents because of these e-bikes had just gone through the roof?
Absolutely.
You don't want that to be you or your kid.
But I want to make sure you understand that if I were 11 right now, I would sell everything I own, including stuff that my parents don't have nailed down that I could sell of theirs, so I could get the best e-bike possible.
Yep.
They look so fun, and they the same way my driver's license opened up the world to me, these e-bikes are like that first step.
The kids
on
can
your
get
way.
anywhere on those.
You've got enough charge, you figure out your mileage, and you know you can go anywhere you want.
Yep.
I'm gone. I'm going to Susie's house in the next town over.
You can even buy spare batteries. You snap the one off and put another one that'll get you 70 more miles. It's crazy. It is crazy, those bikes. They're so great. But the kids are ruining them for us old people.
Well, they're working on these laws now. So this is something that will help parents too, because as kids have, watch their friend. My friend
My
can
friend
do
does it.
And you've got to be the bad
So your friend's parents don't care about them.
The lack of oversight regarding e-bikes pose serious safety risks to our children and our communities. And that is, there was and I don't have it in front of me. I'm paraphrasing and probably even getting some stuff wrong. There was an e-bike accident where a little, I want to say a toddler died because a 19-year-old and an 11-year-old on e-bikes, the 11-year-old caused the accident. The 19-year-old hit the little kid. It's one of those tragedies that is so avoidable, and yet the speed these guys can get to with a thumb, they're not riding, they're not pedaling that fast.
You can usually pedal them, but yeah, a lot of them have the little throttle on there. I feel like if it's a throttle bike, it doesn't belong on because no one can limit themselves. The speed limit on my bike path is 10 miles an hour, and even the people riding the 10 speeds and like serious bikers who aren't using e-bikes, they're going faster than that. But I also feel like they're not a kid. They are aware. They've got mirrors. Even though it can be annoying to have someone zip by you like that, I feel like they're at least a serious adult person. These kids are going 30 miles an hour on these bike paths where people are walking with strollers and just walking and, oh, look at this. And they step, but you're going 30 miles an hour. You can't stop in time.
These representatives have authored a bipartisan bill for tighter federal regulations on e-bikes, electric motorcycles, and other small electric-powered vehicles. They're calling it Safe Standards for Personal E-Bike and E-Moto Device Specifications Act, or Safe Speeds Act. So
think of the tax money they could make with a licensing fee, registration fee.
Well, you'll see more. This is going to happen. It has to happen.
It has to.
And so it's coming.
If you have one, I really feel like an insurance policy might be the next thing.
For every kid like me that would be like, I'm going to jump this thing as far as I can. Let's build a jump, whether it's over a waterway or whatever. Like that would be my thing.
Of course we get to stunts.
Well, that's what it is.
I know that is what kids do. I would never think of it. I'm just happy I don't really have to pedal.
But I'm not really good with stuff like that. But my little brother would have figured out how to game that thing and get 5 or 10 more miles per hour. He absolutely would figure it out.
Yeah, you can jailbreak them like there's limiters on them, and the kids seem to have figured that out quick.
Am I out of time?
You are. I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you about the drug mule Barbie tomorrow morning.
I can't wait.
First story.
All right. Are you going to remember?
I'm going to remember. I'm going to put it right in the front of my.
Anybody want to take a bet?
Listen.
Will it be the first story that he does after the
It's the
weather?
first tab on my 40-tabbed.
No.
Yeah, I am also going to.
I'm a no.
I'm betting no.
There's too many tabs, too much
bet him?
news.
I'll bet yes. I believe in
You
Vinny.
say Vinny will do it first.
You know what?
I'll
Just
bet
her
$5.
having my back is going to make that happen.
Don't let me down, bud.
I won't let you
Five
down.
Not
bucks?
allowed to remind him.
Yeah. Oh, of course not. $5 though. Okay, everybody's in for $5. So if he
I don't
does
have
do
$5.
well, you don't have any cash. Do you have?
I'll give
Venmo?
you a hug if I
No,
lose.
I want my
I don't
money.
want. I want money.
Okay, fine.
You can
Give me
Venmo
$5.
it to us.
$5. All right, time to play a game. We're gonna play. How old's that guy? They just weren't any good. What happened on this day?
That's all right.
How old's Danica Patrick? Vinny? Danica Patrick, auto racing superstar, go daddy girl.
43.
Ex of 43.
I'm going to say 47.
45.
She is 44. That's a point for Vinny and Bob, who straddled the correct answer. 40. She went 43. That's your number. Can you turn that down a little bit?
Yeah.
Thanks. How old is Lark Voorhees? Lisa
know this guy.
on Saved by the Bell. That should give you a hint. Lisa on Saved by the Bell. She was also in How High with Method Man and Redman, and she was once engaged to Martin Lawrence. Lark Voorhees. Really? Am I the only one?
Saved by the Bell?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
no, I
one's
know
that?
Lisa.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's the one with
Zach Morris.
yes, Zach Moore, exactly.
And the guy, we were just talking about him last
Mario
week,
Lopez.
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez.
I know what that is. I don't know. I'm not seeing her face, but okay. How old is she?
Yes.
Who's first?
Maddie's first. How old's Lark Voorhees?
45?
45. What do you think, Bob?
How long ago were the 80s? Like 40 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
It was in the 90s.
Was it in the 90s? Oh, okay, thanks.
Mhm.
What did you say?
He said 45.
45.
50.
50.
51.
She's 52. That's another point for Vinny. How old is Elton John, Bob?
Oh.
It's his birthday today. How old's
Aw.
Elton John? All these people, it's their birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday. Elton John. 69.
69. What do you think, Vin?
I think I'm never going to tire of that joke, and that's pathetic, but okay.
I do it just sparingly enough to keep you giggling.
It works every time. I'm going to say 80.
81.
He is 79. That's another point for Vinny. Uh-oh, someone's running away with it.
Oh, yeah.
How old is former Today Show movie critic with the amazing afro mustache combo, Gene Shalit? How old is Gene
He's
Shalit?
still alive.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
Maddie, I think. Oh, no. Vinny, you're first. How old's Gene Shalit?
I see 92.
85.
90.
He is 100 years old, and that's another point for Vinny. I don't believe anybody can catch Vinny at this point. El Campeón del Pueblo rides again.
Okay, I'm done.
Goodbye. Special thanks today to Scott Budman from
Oh,
NBC
yeah.
Bay
Thank you,
Area and
Scott.
Sam Lubman from 95.7 The Game. They played Bridge the Gap, and we ended in our first ever tie. We actually did a tiebreaker. They both have conflicts next week. Or no, Sam is going to come in next week, but Scott's got a conflict, and we just decided to declare them both winners. Yay!
It was a battle well fought.
It was. It was really fun. Keep it here on Alice all day. We have lots of chances to win Choose Your Day passes to Outside Lands. Mason and Jane both have your chance at that. And we'll see you back here on Thursday.
Thank you.